Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. We heard you get Chief Q. I'm told he's actually held at this location. Unfortunate.
Just get the paperwork ready. Just skip all the regular stuff. Get GQ. Let's get
Understand
GQ.
he's been determined not guilty. It was a forced arrest.
Oh, wait. Don't.
I just want you to know we've actually already consulted our counsel. You guys will be hearing from him.
All right, well, the bill is $2,500.
Not a problem, sir.
Hey, don't get too comfortable.
Yeah,
You know a guy named Tazadoctrine?
yeah, that's my brother.
All right, well, he just paid your bail, not your wife.
At least I'm getting out, man. Open these gates up, man.
Oh, what, but now you in love again? Damn, man. Yeah, yo, man, you hanging out the gym with one chick with you, homeboy. Get a boy pregnant? She go and drop the baby like she Miss Pac-Man, don't tell you? Yo, love's a triangle, man. A man that's in love, man, it's a psychosis. You trip on game, son. Love's a triangle. Don't get
When you involved with more than who you engage with on that August and Jada shit, most call it entanglement. Real alpha male, baby, I am not Will Smith. It's in my nature to be a polygamist. When you involved with more than who you engage with on that August and Jada shit, most call it entanglement. Real alpha male, baby, I am not Will Smith. It's in my nature to be a polygamist.
Love's a triangle, more than love is dangerous. Jada picking shit, call adultery entanglement. Your best friend is banging it, hurt and paining it. If you slip and fall in love with a bitch at the honeymoon stage, they lust for other men. Put you up on game, won't say this again. Treat all women the same, or your heart's filled with pain. She will look you in the eyes, fill your head up with lies. Jack is in a box, plus 3 other guys. Why you look surprised? Son, I surmise you stay out of the hood. Like a dick that's circumcised, I was fucking like a rabbit. Out here slinging Peter, had no love for me. I had no love for him either. I was a wife beater, like the tank top. Not talking about abuse, I beat up a box. Love's a triangle, these hoes aren't loyal. Try to do what men do, totally out of order. Daughters of adulteries, mothers of lords, please tell me last time you saw one with her virginity.
When you involved with more than who you engage with on that August and Jada shit, most call it entanglement.
Your Honor, my client is moving for divorce on the basis that she's found her husband cheating with multiple women inside their home. He's also been involved with illegal possession.
No. Those charges was thrown out. Your Honor, I'm here today in appropriate persona. And if y'all think I'm here to play with y'all, God damn it, I'm not.
Say they value love, then divorce men. Bitch, tell me last time you bought the car you're in. Card notes are paid by men. If the car is exotic, love.
Mr. Triangle, you're going to be paying alimony for the rest of your life and child support.
Word said knock it, trashy whole lot I know. I don't wanna pop it, men are going McTow. They're lonely and wishing it was loyal women. They're hugging and kissing. She called herself a Christian, slinging pussy, sucking dickin'. Offended from the truth, I see it, I call it. She will fuck your best friend. She's just after a wallet on some R. Kelly shit. She's trapped in the closet, she was sex other men, enjoying the sin. Love's like UPS, you got the package, caught HIV, now you a blacklist. Grab your things filled with pain, hit the street and get lit. Love is a triangle while you wifing a bitch.
When you involved with more than who you engage with on that August and Jada shit, most call it entanglement. Real alpha male, baby, I am not Will Smith. It's in my nature to be a polygamist.
Alright, we are gathered here today to join these two in holy matrimony. Ma'am, do you take him to be your husband?
I do.
Sir, do you take her to be your wife?
I do.
Alright, by the power invested in me, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
I got a nice wedding gift for you, wrapped in gold. This gonna be the last triangle you ever see. You lucky I don't turn it on you too. Get out of here, Judge.
It's me.
Yeah, I know it's you. You the one who screwed up my marriage.
What you talking about, man?
Sir, you're under arrest for murder. Down on the ground.
Murder.
Down on the ground.
I ain't getting no
You're getting sharp stuff now, do you?
Love the triangle, man.
All right, peace. Welcome to another episode of Tazadoctrine's Didactic Empowerment. I got me, Taz, Kahan. I saw a bigger one. He fell off. I got the one and only, the Beam. And I'm waiting for my man, JB, to pop on. So tonight, what we're going to talk about is the marriage question. The marriage questions, plural, that successful men must ask before they get married. You already know, if you listen to me before, you already know my perspective on this. A man in love is in a state of psychosis. A man that gets married in this day and age is deranged. He's legally insane. This is my perspective, my opinion, and I'm entitled to my own opinion. You dig what I'm saying? A man could work almost his entire life to get that bag. And, you know, he's fully focused. But he'll come across an Eve. Then he stopped focusing on his purpose and he started focusing more on the woman. Women don't want that. Even if they tell you they want that, they really don't want that. A lot of dudes have to learn that the hard way. I put out many books on this, A Spokesman for Men, The High Value Man's Guide to Understanding the Modern Woman. How many other books I got on this topic, B? I got probably like 8-10 books on this topic by head. Huh?
Yes.
Men don't, they want it after they already on the downside of it. After they go into a court, and they get divorce rate. For those of you who don't understand that topic or that line right there, divorce rape doesn't mean she's physically raping you. She's raping you financially in court. Because you can like it, understand it, believe it or not, the deck is stacked against men. And anyone that's telling you otherwise is off their rocker. So tonight, I want to ask the question, number one. This is the first thing I want to ask. And then I want guys to come on and see if what I've been telling dudes for years is still living out. Well, the number one thing a man should, your primary purpose in this world is to focus on your goals, your purpose. That way you'll always attract women. Well, if you don't, when you start focusing on a woman more than your purpose, she lose entrance. This is why I was able to smash so many broads, because I'm always first, man. Whoever came up with that slogan with ladies first, that started emasculating men. Well, now I want to throw some things at you, then we're going to go into this. I'm still waiting for JB to get on here. Emerald Native. I got to give him a call. So speak for a minute, B. Let me make sure these dudes get on here, because people need to hear their story, because both of them are going through it right now. So take the stage for a minute, Bing. Let me make a couple calls here.
Con. So for all the young men that are under the sound of
here's my man right there.
Okay.
My man JB, he just popped on. Let me try and give Emerald Native a call, because people need to hear these stories right here. You dig? But go ahead, Bing. Let them know what it is.
Con. For all the young men under the sounds of our voice tonight, these are our, opinions. This is our personal experience. Not saying that you're going to achieve the same kind of results or detriments, but statistics do not necessarily lie. And by and large, as I was just saying, the deck is stacked against men. 9 times out of 10, 99 times out of 100. That's why what 70% of first marriages end in divorce, and women are the ones that are initiating it. They're the ones initiating it, and a man can accumulate resources, and even if he is not at fault, over about 80%, 85%, 90% of the states, that man's estate, his resources is going to get chopped in half or more, given to the woman. Custody, for the most part, especially in Georgia, automatically goes to the woman. And that also ensues, the man to be basically indentured to pay spousal support, depending on what the living circumstance was for the household during the duration of the marriage. Also depending on how long they were married. Any marriages that were over 10 years, it's usually automatic spousal support, whether it's really on a woman's part or not. So it would behoove of all the young men on the sounds of our voices. I cannot plead with any more importance than I am. Listen very closely. And when an opportunity presents itself, I guarantee you everybody on the sounds of our voice knows someone, if they're not going through it themselves, have heard or seen someone else, go through these worst case type scenarios. And men are walking around unprotected, unguarded. And you think, tall, muscle bound, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you think you a G, you playing this and that. That has
go grab my keys and my slippers for me, please.
Hold on, let me mute him real quick. Go ahead.
Con, you think going to the gym, you fit, whether you served in the service, you got you're a CEO, high paying job, you are killing it in every area. And it only takes one accusation, one woman to slander your name, and everything comes crashing down. Men need to learn how to move protected in every scenario, hands down. Not only for the sake of yourself, but for your seed if you guys have had sons and daughters along the way. It doesn't have to be the end, but I mean, you coming out on top, or at least from a position of strength and clarity, if you're moving in a certain level of protection. And for me, honestly, that first layer of protection is not getting married under the system. It's not getting married under the system. Why do I say that? I mean, most women nowadays, they like the title of wife, but the act of marriage is something that's under, the Most High, and that comes with a responsibility that's looked down upon socially.
Let me introduce the other two men on the call. So we have Better Body, Men's Fitness, and we have the good brother Bigger. Well, so I got a question for everybody on the call and everybody in the room. And I want to see who can answer this question correctly. I need every man under the call, every man under the sounds of my voice, to tell me the single biggest financial agreement that a man will make in his lifetime. You guys smart, right? What's the single biggest financial agreement that a man may make in his lifetime that affect him, that's really going to affect him? The single biggest financial agreement that a man will make in his lifetime that's going to highly affect him.
Get married.
There you go, right there.
Right.
He said it. There's nothing else that's going to affect you when you think about it, right? There's no decision, not buying a car. You understand what I'm talking about? Not buying a car, not buying a home. None of that is going to affect you like marriage. The next thing I'm going to throw at you, is right now today, according to Central Reports and statistics, 56% of all marriages end up in divorce. So that means every 1.5 of 2 marriages will end in divorce. Those are some hell of a odds. And I tell dudes this, but they still want to get married. You understand what I'm talking about? They start catching feelings, and they always show you the signs, man. It never fails. The dude's coming around, he's hanging out with his mans and them. All of a sudden, he meet this broad, and he starts falling back. Nah, man, I'm chill. That's the wrong thing that you could do. Because the first thing is she starts to notice that, oh yeah, he's feeling me. And one of the greatest mistakes that men make, if you like a woman more than she like you, you already losing, son. You're already losing. She has to always be, and this is going to be contrary to what you learn. Because, see, part of the problem is, about 70% of modern day black men are raised by who? Eve. By a female. So I don't care how brolic they are in the gym, how masculine they come across with other activities. If they're not in the right place mentally as a man, if they don't have that masculine energy, they fall short in that particular department because no one is teaching them how to deal with women. But what? Other women. Because that's who reared them. And these are mostly the dudes. When I come off like this and say, listen, man, by nature, a man was never meant to be with just one woman. And I don't want to go into that topic, but it's just the way it is. This is why I could go out and one night and I can impregnate 5 women as long as I could get off. Well, I could get all 5 of them women pregnant. She can't get pregnant again for the next 9.5 to 10 months. So right there, scientifically and biologically, is telling you that we're designed differently. But they want to make an argument, if he could do it, I could do it too. That's not true. Because a woman is an incubator. You see what I'm saying? A man's private part is external. So in order for a woman to be with a man, she always have to submit, right? Because being penetrated is a form of submission. And most dudes don't get that. So they start submitting to her, start catering to her, start acting like, hey, day, Valentine's Day. They want to buy all of these gifts. And when you do that, that doesn't appease to the woman. You understand what I'm saying? Women see dudes like that as cash cows. You understand? He's just there for the bags, but it was always the dude like me that come by and bang him out and had that I don't give a F attitude. And I could talk like this. You can like it, understand it, believe it or not. And my line being, I talk like this, and Eve still push up. Because this is something in her nature that she can't resist. She don't want no dudes. Oh, yeah, baby. Nah, man, you got to be out on your mission. So the next thing I'm going to say, a man in love is in a state of psychosis. When a man is not in love, and that's like a state of insanity, right? When a man's not in love, he's thinking clear and so on and so forth. He's about his business. A woman come around, the dude fall in love, he start falling short. He start falling back on his businesses and all of that, and she's slowly bringing him down. But guess what? That same woman will tell you to do something, and then when you do it, she'll say, you shouldn't have listened to me. You're supposed to be the man. Stop me where I'm on at. Stop me where I'm on at. You see, and then the next thing, men, I gotta say this, right? Men are like, a lot of women say that the divorce rate is because of men. If you listen to most Eves, they'll say it's the man's fault, right? But check these statistics out right here. Now, 56% of marriages currently end in divorce. 85% of those divorces are initiated by women. But a woman is still say it's the man's fault. So let's see. Now, when you go over into the alternative lifestyle, it proves that it's not the man's fault, right? Because when you go over to the alternative lifestyles, homosexual men don't divorce as much as lesbian women. The lesbian women divorce rate is double that of homosexual men. You see what I'm saying? So, you can't beat those odds right there. You understand what I'm saying? So lesbians get divorced, in other words, twice as much as the homosexual men. You see what I'm saying? So you can't blame the men, right? You can't blame the men. So that would, with that being said, that's just kind of like the intro. We want to go into Better Body, let him talk. You know, if he want to share something about an experience. Now I'm gonna tell you already know. I've been through divorce. I've been through child custody. I won custody and so on and so forth. She was being dirty before I literally got custody. You guys know the story. You could go back and look at the videos, but I'm not just talking out of the side of my neck. I'm really about that life. I lived it. And what I speak is not, because what a lot of Eves will like to say, oh, he's angry. No, I'm not angry. I'm just speaking the truth. Because every dude know a dude that's going through this. You understand what I'm saying? Every dude know it, probably way more than one. Because I know many that's going through this, but the dudes still won't learn. They still, I mean, how many people came on here, Beam? I said, yo, my man. You remember my man, Emerald Native? I would say, yo, man, your woman too. He's like, nah, she's a virgin and all of that.
Right.
I'm trying to get him to come on the call. She's going through it right now. It's like, yo, she don't have a virgin mind, son. You dig what I'm saying? So with that, Better Body, can you speak to what we're saying right here? Your perspective.
Oh, trying to get the mic straight.
No, we can hear you.
Okay.
We can hear you loud and
You
clear.
can hear me good? All right, cool.
Yeah, we can hear you loud
I
and
won't
clear.
do it. I'll leave this thing alone. So, but where should I start? Let me start from, where, let me introduce myself first.
Yeah.
Hey, how y'all doing? My name is JB. The fit trainer is what they call me. But I make really good money. I've done owned a couple houses. I done, great career, owned a couple houses, a couple businesses. I do pretty well for myself, right?
Right.
And I came from the hood, went into the military, got some sense about myself and decided to try to change my life. And then through all that, I, started coming up. Like my man was saying, I had good money, investments, savings, everything. I had my own house, had 3 vehicles. I had a great life. I had a different chick every day of the week. And my attitude was just focused on building myself. And I had a different chick. I didn't, and that's what I was gonna tell you when you were saying it. I kind of wanted to jump in, but I didn't want to interrupt you. It's like when you got women and you can tell them, hey, I got plenty of women, and you can be dead honest with them. It's like they want you even more. Like, cause I used to be honest with them. Like they'll see one coming out while the other one coming in, and then they get mad, but then they still come in and do what they do. So it's like it makes you more attractive when they know you got more women, or you just doing whatever you do and you be honest about it. Like I used to tell them straight up, like, look, I ain't looking for nothing right now. I'm just doing me, and I'm just having fun. Like I wasn't looking for nothing. That was the best time of my life. I tell you, man. I tell you, that was the best time of my life. I did what I did. I had plenty of women. I could fuck a different chick. I mean, I can bang a different chick every day of the week. And I ain't had no problems. Like I was loving life. I never wanted to get married. I didn't want kids. I got to a point where I was over it because I was hearing everybody else's stories. I knew the statistics. I just didn't want to end up one of those statistics because of all the things that I had built in my life. Because when I first got out the military, like straight out of high school, I went to the military. And then when I first got out the military, I ended up going homeless. So I had made a vow to myself, like I'm a learner and always have money. I'll never be broke ever again a day in my life. So that's what I built on. So make a long story short,
So what
Um,
happened though? So I mean,
yeah, that's what I'm about to get
you were
to.
smashing mad broads. What was it
Uh-huh.
about this particular female that made you
Yes.
settle?
So
Because there's always that one.
hmm So so then, I'm living the life, you know what I'm saying? And then I'm thinking like, do I want kids? Like I didn't want a wife per se, but I was like, should I have kids? So I kind of was started looking or vetting women to see who I can have kids with that was gonna actually, be cool and I wasn't gonna have no problems or no issues with, right?
Yeah,
So I'm at work, um, and I saw this one chick or whatever, at one of my facilities, and he we were messing around with fitness and stuff. She was like, oh, she want to be a personal trainer. I told her I had my own business. I could get her certification, all that stuff. And I was dead serious because in the fitness world, a lot of people, they always want female trainers versus a male trainer. And in my head, I'm thinking if I had a female trainer on my team, then I can grow my business, even more. So I was like, okay, I can train her, get her up to par, take about 30% of whatever she make off of her clients and grow my business.
yeah,
So I was about business when I first met her. And then she ain't, she just ignored me. I gave her my card and she just kept ignoring me. She said she was interested, but she ain't never, hit me up. So I had forgot about her.
right.
So uh okay, I used to drive this little economy car because I used to have to drive all over the state for work.
Yeah,
So I had this little economy car. So that's what she probably saw me pulling up in all the time. And then I had a BMW M4, well not M4, but a M Sport two-door coupe, right? All white with black accent. Nice car, right?
yeah,
So that sits a lot of the time. So every blue moon, I pull that out and drive it to work. So
yeah,
this particular
yeah,
day, I drove it to work, and I guess she was on break. And while I'm getting out the car, about to go into work, he walked up to me. She said, "Hey, do you still want to go out?" I said, "Go out? What you mean? Like this was on business. It wasn't no date or nothing like that." And then she said, "Oh, do you still want to talk business?" I said, "Why you want to change your mind now?" She said, "I don't know. I just changed my mind. I thought about it and I thought you was just trying to get in my pants or whatever. So we could talk about business now if you really want to." See, back then it ain't click to me. It ain't click in my head. But after the fact, I started thinking from the very beginning, like what she really probably was after. So we went out and then, we went out, we talked about business or whatever. And we went to just like a little normal little spot. Like I think it was I don't know, it was like a regular little restaurant spot. And nothing big, nothing fancy, nothing. And I was dressed in regular clothes. I wasn't trying to take her out on no date or nothing. So we talked business. And then after business, she started asking me, do I have a girlfriend? And then started asking me like uh relationship type questions.
yeah, 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 yeah.
And then I started answering them. And then it was whatever. She asked me, hey, do you like this? And then whatever I say I like, oh, she liked too. So everything started like just seemed like she was just too good to be true. So I'm like, dang, like this girl like perfect. I'm like, damn, do you smoke weed? Like, at the time with my profession, I didn't want to mess with nobody that smoked weed. At the time, I didn't want nobody that had too many kids. I didn't want nobody, I just
Yeah.
had, a list of what I wanted from whoever was gonna have my baby. You know what I'm saying? No baby daddies, all that stuff, right? So she was, according to her, she was the perfect match. She was the perfect candidate. And like I'm like, damn, like she sounded like a real good chick. Like she sounded like a real good woman. So I told her, hey, this is what it is right up front. I don't want no, I'm telling you this because I don't want to end up falling for you, whatever. And then later on, you know, you break my heart or some shit like that, right? Because it's gonna be harder for me to leave you, if this ain't what it is. So make a long story short, everything that she was talking about, I started finding out was lies. You know, little by little, I'm like, hey, you said you don't smoke weed, like. Then like she looked like she was high. I said, why you seem like, oh, I got contact. I got a roommate that smoked weed. I didn't even know you had a roommate. What you mean? You know, she's like, oh yeah, my roommate be smoking. Da, 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 da. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So me being stupid, I'm just assuming, that her roommate is another girl, another chick. A roommate ended up being a dude. So I'm like,
Wow.
okay, like
Wow.
who this dude is, like, oh, just some dude, da da da, he needed a place. So, I rented out I needed the money. So I went on ahead and rented that room out. So I'm like, all right, whatever. That ended up being a lie. Ended up being her
Yeah,
ex-boyfriend.
I figured that. That's what I was
Yep.
gonna say. Listen, man, if a woman and man stays together long enough, even if they're not attracted to each other, they're gonna end up smashing.
See,
Fact.
and the crazy part is my mind was saying, man, cut that shit off. It was like, cut it off, cut it off, cut it off. So then I tell my friends, they'd be like, yo, JB, this probably why you single. You quick to cut people off. You don't give nobody grace. You don't believe nobody. You don't trust nobody. Da 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 da. And I was like, well, it's a reason for that, but what I'm saying? I was like, all right, man, maybe they right. Maybe my friend's right. So let me go ahead and give her a chance. Da 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 da. And I kept pushing. And then later on, that's when I started finding out all these lies and stuff. So anyway, make a long story short, I fell for the okie doke, and by the time I finally was like, man, enough is enough. I'm gonna go ahead and leave it alone, whatever. Cut her off, started messing with this other chick, and then found out she was pregnant. So she came to me and she was like, I'm pregnant. So I was like, oh man. So now, I'm going through my head. I don't know what I'm gonna do because I ain't want to get her pregnant. Like I'm like, man, I don't know what I'm gonna do. So what ended up happening was I had a road glide and I got in an accident on my road glide. And then when I got in my accident, I got in a real serious accident where I couldn't walk for a couple months. I had to
Wow.
learn how to walk all over again.
Damn.
And she was the only one that was really there, her and my family. So that kind of, I guess I was in a vulnerable state.
Yep.
And, I went on ahead and was like, man, before the kids was born, I was like, since she been there, I go ahead and marry her. Oh, I ended up marrying her. But in my head, I was like, this might end up bad. So I ain't gonna have no big wedding. I ain't gonna spend too much money on her and none of that stuff. So we had a little courthouse wedding. The first year and a half, everything was good. It seemed like it was great, and I started falling for her for real. So, I ended up, you know, she ended up like probably a month or two after we got married, she ended up quitting her job. Now, of course, I said eventually, you know, I wouldn't mind, take, you ain't got to work or whatever, but I want to work up to it. About a month or two in, she already quit her job. So I'm taking care of her. I'm taking care of all the bills, taking care of everything. She moved in with
So
me.
let me interject. Did you tell her to quit her job?
No, hell no. Hell no. I
Yeah,
wouldn't have
man.
told her that.
There
I
was a
wouldn't
lot of
because I
signs
wasn't
right
ready.
there. There was a
I
lot of
was still,
signs right there.
huh?
But go ahead. She gave you a lot of signs, man. I'm listening to a lot of signs on who she really was.
Yeah, yeah. She gave
Yeah.
yeah, but I had already married her by then, you know what I'm saying? So she had quit her job or whatever. And I was like, why you quit your job? Why you quit your job? She was like, cause I want to stay home with the babies. I want to take care of the baby. I'm like, well, that was a conversation. But anyway, she had did it, so now it's too late. And then I told her, is she gonna try to find another job? She was like, she gonna try to find a remote job. So somewhere down the line, she stopped looking for a job. So we going through the relationship, going through everything, whatever. And then slowly but surely, like he started complaining about the house. Oh, this your house. You can kick me out at any time. This is your house. I kept saying, this is our house. This is our house. This is our house. Like you welcomed here. I'm not gonna kick you out. Like whatever. But she just kept complaining. So I was like, all right. let me go ahead and get another house so she feel comfortable. So
Oh
got
man,
another
you
house.
keep catering to
Damn,
her right there.
I did. I told you I became a simp. I said I hated the
damn.
dude I became. I became an empty shell of myself. I became somebody I couldn't stand. I hated the dude I was. I couldn't stand myself, man. And then like after, like, make a long story short, like after going through everything I went through and then finding out who she really was and then talking to other guys that used to be married and then now they divorced and stuff, whatever. I was like, but most everybody that was divorced and stuff, they got out of it like in 10 to 20 years. I said, hell no, I'm learning right now from y'all. So let me go ahead and end it now. So it was on 3 years for me. I didn't go no further because once it started getting crazy and all that, all that was going on, I didn't like myself. Like I became an empty shell. My money started looking funny because I'm trying to make her happy and all this stuff, whatever. I went on here and cut it off. So she kept saying divorce, 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 like threatening me with divorce and stuff, whatever. So I was just like, all right, whatever. So that's when, I cut it off and I said I ain't want to. I'm glad I did because everybody keep telling me what somebody was saying earlier about if I would have waited to the 10 years, I would have had to pay alimony and stuff. Uh I would have had to pay alimony and stuff. So I'm glad I ain't wait that long. But that's why, I'm back on it. I'm back out here. I'm good. I'm happy. I got, lost my house, lost my business, like lost a whole bunch of money and stuff, whatever. But make more money now. I'm doing better. I'm renting right now, but that's cool. I buy me another house soon. My money already better. My mood is better. Like the only thing I just don't like is I don't have my kids full time. But other than that, man, I don't think I ever get married again. I don't think I'd do it. To me, I don't see no benefit in marriage. I don't see not one lick of benefit in marriage because everything. Or another thing I learned is everything that you can do in a marriage, you can do without the paper. You can do without the contract. You can do all you gotta do is if you really want somebody to make your decisions on your deathbed, make them power of attorney. If you really want whatever you want, single as a single man, or whatever you want in a marriage, you can do it as a single man. It's ways around all that stuff that ties you when you married that automatically. So I said I probably never get married ever again.
This book right here goes into a lot of that. Or how a
Mm.
man, if he's going to get married, how to do a common law joint through yourself, not through the state, but it gives dudes a lot of game because they really need it.
Yeah.
Like I say, one of the problems that men fall into when they get with a woman, they stop doing a lot of the things that they was initially doing. They
Yep.
stop coming around their mans and them, and a lot of Eves will use that because she'll be like, I don't like him. You shouldn't hang around him.
Yep.
And she want to isolate you to break you down. Because if you find a dude like me or the beam, you can be like, yo, my man, yo, you slipping right now. Because I'm gonna let you know. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of these joints that come on here, they be like, nah, I don't like him. You shouldn't listen to him, and so on and so forth. But because I'm giving him game. You dig what I'm saying? She's not jacking that. She don't want to hear that because it's messing her game up. Who's that biggest
Facts.
falling out? Yeah.
And about that power of attorney, I'm gonna emphasize a special power of attorney. Let it be very specific on what you want them to make decisions about. Because a general power of attorney give them everything. Like, yes, absolutely.
So I was going to ask for bigger, but it looks like he's buffering right now. See his joint buffering?
Yeah, I see it. I think
So let me ask you this. Let me ask you this, better body or JB. Like, what was it about this woman? I mean, because you was out there, you know what I mean? You was shedding your royal oats, you was getting it. What was it specifically about this woman that made you pump your brakes and be like, yeah, she the one? Because during the course of your conversation that you was talking a little minutes ago, I saw a few red flags right there. And so when you got hurt, the way that a woman this is what we got to remember. Women are not like us, and a woman is meant to receive a man, both physically and mentally, right? That's how she's designed when she's in a proper state, right? She's designed to receive a man, and no matter how powerful they are in the workforce, a man always need to be in that leadership position, which is why if a man is truly in his masculine, he could never be with a woman like that's an attorney or something like that. Because she's used to being dominant at work, and she'll try and bring that at home. And so this is why when you look at women that have leadership positions, they're generally not married. And if they're married, they have to marry some man that's effeminized. And I don't necessarily mean he's flamboyant, but he has a feminine like nature about himself. He's very docile and he'll cater to her will. And a woman is looking for leadership. I mean, it's in her biological makeup. You see what I'm saying? Even when she's trying to fight against it, when she meets a real man, she's just gonna, you know what I mean? She's gonna submit. That's her nature. But the problem is a lot of women has actually been taken out of their nature and they're acting very masculine. And a lot of them don't understand that. So when they encounter a real masculine man, he's not attracted to her. See, a lot of dudes think they masculine because they work out, they're real brolic in the gym, but they don't have a masculine mentality, right? When it comes to the women, they get weak. And so when a woman have that girl talk, she be like, yeah, girl, he got money, but shit, he weak. He let me control him and all of that. That's how they really talk, son. And so the dude is not really, he's not getting it because chances are he was raised by his mother and his father wasn't around. So now all of his manhood is coming from YouTube, like these bird dudes that be on YouTube, or it's coming from another woman or big mama. You understand what I'm saying? So this is why a lot of men are like, they're very argumentative. They're very emotional. You know what I mean? They argue like a woman. Should never argue with a woman. She start going off, just be quiet, take away your attention. And this is why a real man should always have more than one.
Can you hear me? I can't hear you.
You can't hear me? And can you hear me, Beam?
I don't know what.
Yeah, you loud and clear.
I can't hear nothing no more.
Oh, you check your mics, huh? I'm not sure what's going on. Yo, check your mic. We can hear you. Hey, yo, so Big, what you got? You just fell out again. What you got, Big? What you got on all of this? Hey, better body. You still can't hear? You still can't hear? Big can't hear either. Hey, yo, Beam, can you hear me?
Yeah, you loud and clear to me, man.
Hey, yo, Bigger, you can't hear me either. Yo, what's going with them? Then that Biggest mic not working. Oh man, neither one of them are answering. It's like they can't.
Yeah, you're gonna have to text them or something.
Yeah, I'm about to call.
Yeah, it looks like the audience can hear us fine too. So there's something going on their side.
Bad connections, man. Hold on a second. Let's only go out and come back in. Emerald Native still haven't came on, man. I think he's trying to save that shorty.
Man, do not put on that cape.
He's going through it. Oh yeah, his joint going straight to voicemail. There you go, right there. Emerald Native just came on. Hold on.
Come.
There you go. Yeah, Emerald Native got a lot of background noise. Hey, yo, Big, you can't hear? He said nothing.
Yeah, and I don't hear nothing on his background either.
Yeah, he was in before until he went out and came back in. Hold on, let me see if I could call him.
Come on.
Your better body, can you hear now? Nah, he's still not hearing.
Man, that's weird.
Yo, I'm trying to get you to talk. You can't hear me? Yeah, you might want to log out and log back in. Yeah. Yo, you can't hear? Better body. Oh man, these dudes, man. Emerald Native, go ahead, man. Speak on it.
Yeah. Can
Oh,
you
you
hear
can
me?
hear now?
Yeah, I can hear now.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there, man. But
Nah,
everybody
I
else
had to
can hear.
change the settings. It was going between my iPad and my
Shalom, shalom. What's
AirPod.
going on, everybody?
What's going on? So
Shalom,
Emerald
Emerald
Native,
Native.
you heard what my man just said?
Oh yeah, I heard he was telling his story about what he was going through with the
Hold on. Hey, Big, can you hear now?
Yeah, I can hear now.
Yeah. Hold on, Emerald Native, let him speak because he's been having a connection problem. So what do you think about his situation, Big? Or if you have anything you want to add, talk that talk.
Who that JB situation?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, his situation period is just like any other man's situation. You know what I'm saying? We grab a hold of these women, think we got them in the camp, you know, and try to continue making moves. But sometimes we lose ourselves. But it's not that we really lose ourselves. We just, you know, lose a step to it. But women are difficult, man. They're difficult, and it's not that they just don't know. They don't know what they want. They don't know, you know, for them sometimes the grass is green on the other side. Uh them dealing with their emotions and coming off of emotions, you know, they don't know how to hold tight to a man. I mean, I done been down that line many a times, you know, actually going down that line many a times. I actually held my position, my manhood position a long time through many a woman. Uh It's this last one when you really start getting into changing. All right, maybe I need to lighten up. Maybe I need to be more family and friendly oriented towards my women. And once you do that, I mean, they take advantage of the situation. You know, they switch up. You know, that's it in a nutshell. But I don't think they switch up because they want to. They switch up just because they don't know no better. They don't think along the same lines that we think. You know, they always dealing in their emotions, always dealing in their feelings, how they feel today, how they feel about this, you know, instead of keeping their eyes on the prize. You know, I mean, for me personally, I don't care what a woman does, as long as you keep your eyes on the prize, you know, and we go up there. If it come a time we got to separate, all right. You didn't use your we done got out of what we need. Now we can separate, you know, with all due respect, humbly. But shit, they stop the progress, stop the growth in what they do. So it's a sad situation, man. It's a sad
Yeah.
situation. I'm actually going through it right now. And I ain't even mad at her. I'm just mad, you know, I'm more mad at myself that I let down, that I stop being the person that I am, you know, and let her get that the way she is in her and let it affect me. You know, that's it. I ain't this thing got me thinking more about it right now than anything.
So to
You
anybody
know. I got some more to say, but shoot, I got to clear my mind right now.
to anyone listening, any man is going through any situation right now, the best thing that you could do.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Hey, Beam, can you
This
hear me?
thing done went out again, huh?
Yep, I can hear everybody.
Yeah, we can hear you, Big.
I don't know,
I had to
I don't
It's your
know
restart
if
my
y'all can
shit.
hear
microwave.
me or not.
Yeah, we can hear you, but your speaker something is going out. You got to check your settings.
Yeah, I had to restart mine and come back.
Yeah, those seems like connectivity issues. So to any man undergoing any of this right now, the best thing that you could do, and this is going to be counterintuitive, because you're talking about the emotions of a female. The very thing that keep you attracted to that woman is that you're too emotionally involved. You're too focused in on her. Well, see, you gotta you gotta care, but then you can't really give a fuck. You see what I'm saying? The strongest negotiating position is to be able to walk away and really mean it. I listen to the BS that dudes talk all of the time. Yeah, I'm done with her. Then she call and she keep calling. She already know your character. She know you're gonna eventually answer the phone. And you think you're in power, but she's really in power. Because that's the game that she's playing. But if a woman, listen, this is two things that my father told me that I live by. If a woman ever called the cops on you, you never take her back under no circumstances. There's no forgiveness for that. And if a woman ever tells you she don't want to be with you, you never take her back. I don't care how much she beg or whatever, because she meant that right there. Huh? And so when you take her back, she's basically saying, okay, all I have to do is beg or plead. And then, you know what I mean? That's a form of power. And so she'll get you to a point. Some Eves, even if she could get you to argue, she get contentment from that. Because that's a form of control. Because for someone to be able to make you angry, they have to have some form of control over you. And a lot of guys don't get that. If she could get you arguing, she's still pushing your buttons because she still has power over you. You got to be to a point that you're totally indifferent, that you don't feel anything. That's when you're in a position of power again. But as long as she could do little things, shoot you texts, and you get, oh shit, she just texted me. And your heart start racing. You know what I'm talking about, man. You start getting all excited. Oh, you know what she's doing? She's doing a test check, a temperature check to see if she still had power over you. She'll call and you'll start confessing your dying love for her again about how much you miss her. And you know what? That represses her. Yo, this is real talk, man.
Yeah.
That represses her. She's gonna fall back and be like, you know, I gotta go. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's all a test. That's how Eve operates. And in this day and age, it's way worse. See, dudes, they thinking in a traditional mindset, like I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna make myself like very successful, and I'm gonna get a good woman. But you have a traditional mindset, but you're not dealing with traditional women. Because when men did that, the woman had to be a virgin. You understand what I'm saying? A traditional woman had to be a virgin. If she wasn't a virgin, the man could divorce her. You understand what I'm saying? So the question that I ask everyone, every man under the sound of my voice, if you're bringing all of this, if you're willing to care for her, take care of her, spend your resources on her that you worked almost your lifetime for, what is she bringing to the table that she's giving you that she hasn't already offered another man? What exactly of value is she's bringing you that she hasn't already offered to some other man? Because after all, pretty much you're being the provider. What is she bringing? How is she helping you? And don't tell me anything about ass and tits because you could get that anywhere from down the block. You understand what I'm saying? It has to be something more than that. Because I've had some Eves that tell me that. Because I hit him with the question like, because I'm a straight up dude. Like, so what am I gonna get for you? She said this. I was like, shit, that's it? Shit, yo, man, this is not a fair trade. This is not a fair one, son. Little son, we're gonna have to 86 you. And that's real talk right there. So that's what you gotta ask her. What are you gonna offer me that you haven't already offered another man? And watch, you hear crickets. Watch you hear crickets. Because, and this is the other thing about men that want to get married. What is it that is going to benefit you from getting married in this age? I can tell you how it's going to benefit her. It's gonna be financial. Let me hit you guys with some more figures, right? 85% of divorces are initiated by women when you're married. Did you know when you don't marry a woman, the separation rate is pretty 50-50 across the board. So when you marry her, it's the woman that's leaving the marriage, right? But when you don't marry her, men leave as much as women. You know why? Because marriage is the only institution that you get rewarded for leaving. She gets rewarded for leaving. Think of another profession that you get rewarded from leaving. For leaving. Nothing. You can't. It's marriage. And it's in favor of her. So she get married. That's the game. And she's gone. She got the bag. And she'll take the house that you paid for and lay up with another dude, man. Lay up with another dude. Then a few years, she's doing the same thing to him. Straight up and down, unless she got a herb. You understand what I'm saying? Because the dudes that they usually go and get is the dudes that don't have nothing. He just banging her out. You understand what I'm saying? But that's what she really want. You call him the bad boy. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hey, yo, check it, Taz. You know, you're absolutely right. For a long time, you know, as you know, I come from the streets,
I
hardcore,
can't hear you,
period.
bigger.
You can't hear me?
No, we can hear you. JB can't hear you.
Oh shit. Damn.
No, we can hear you. JB can't hear you.
Yeah.
JB's doing this messed
And
up. JB got to log back in.
my motto was all my life, if you tell me to get out, I'm never stepping across that doorstep again. If you hang up the phone on me, I will not call your phone again. Oh, if you call the police on me, oh, you X'd out, period. You know, and I'm old school. You know. Women knew what I was, and they steady flocked to me.
Yeah.
In my older age, you know, after going through all of my trials and tribulations, for some reason I had this thought: it'd take two to build. I need a helping hand. I'm getting old. And I settled in that, I don't even know what to call it, easygoing attitude, forgiving attitude. And I could say forgiving attitude because I know I've seen plenty of signs that a particular female was not worthy of the man that I always been. And I gave excuses to it. Oh, she from the South. She don't move like I move. I'm a teacher. You know, and just saying I'm a teacher, you know, the funny thing is, in the beginning, oh man, she used to listen with elephant ears. You know, everything I said out my mouth was exciting. You know, and then got too big for her britches. You know, I guess she started feeling I'm the star now. I done got married and yeah, he buying me this and he buying me that. You know, then the reckless talking started. The stupid talking started. Because any other female in my past, just like the niggas that was around me, knew, don't talk crazy to that dude there. Don't talk crazy to him. He a little off, you know, but I don't know. Just didn't they just I don't know. This is a different world too, man. I'm gonna tell you the truth. It's a completely different world. You know, old school traditions, they out the window with females. And then you got these females, they listening to the internet, they listening to their girlfriends, they listening to their sisters that ain't that keep repeating the same what a man, what the next man, what the next man, what the next man, and they listening to them, and you looking at them like, is you stupid? What's wrong with you? How are you listening to somebody that don't even have that keep repeating the same cycle over and over from man to man? And this is what they hear, this is what they see, and it done changed. Old school, you know, females didn't listen to nobody talking about their man. Don't say a damn thing about my man. Keep his name out your mouth. And now it's done changed. The world is different, you
We
know.
got a new school cat on here, Emerald Native. What you got to add to this?
When you say new school, what's new school? I need to know what's the difference.
A YN.
A YN.
So
So I take it a YN that's born in the 90s and up.
yeah, 99.
Almost, he's almost a Y2K baby. You know what I mean?
Ooh. Dangerous times.
Hey Taz, you want to hear something crazy?
What's his name? Emerald?
Yeah.
What's going on, OG?
He's from
What's up, Playboy?
Cali. He's from Killer Cali. He's going through it right now, but he ain't saying much.
Oh, yeah.
He's a
Hey
little
Taz,
mic shy. Yeah.
hey, my dad was part of the problem. My dad ain't want me to get a divorce.
Hey, yo. And that's the Homer Simpson type dad right there. You understand? So sometimes, let me say that part. Sometimes the man could be in the house, but if the man is sitting in the corner like Homer and Marge is running everything, this shit's
Yep.
not like having a man. You understand?
Yep, that's how my
Yeah.
dad was. My dad just like just he used to always be like, just sit back, be quiet,
Yeah, well, to
you
be
know.
honest with
What?
you, that's how it was back in the day. She wasn't running everything, but the man sat in the house in the corner looking at his TV or doing what the hell he wanted to do. Leave him alone with that bullshit. You
Mm-hmm.
go ahead and handle the household. You go, but when he opened up his mouth and says something, all the bullshit stopped.
Don't get out of line. Don't get out of line. Yeah, man.
Yep.
Yep.
And
You
then
know,
that's
these
why with
days,
my
shit, when a
situation,
man open his mouth and say something,
they
she
want to
got
pop
something to
back.
say back.
Yep. Yep. And then that's when
What?
I just got tired of the arguing.
Talk
And
about it.
then I just, like you said, Tad. So at the end of it, when I just stopped giving a fuck, like, okay, so at first it was like phases, right?
Talk
At
about it.
first it was
Why?
like arguing and arguing and arguing and arguing,
Shit,
going back and forth. Huh?
JB, I can't hear you.
Oh.
We can hear you, JB. It's his connection again.
Yeah.
It froze up.
So like it was arguing and arguing and
Oh,
arguing
go
and
ahead.
back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And then I just stopped giving a fuck. Like I was just like, it was like the more like I tried to make her happy, I tried to, just be like, all right, you know what I'm saying? Like be that soft ass nigga. Like I was soon as I started doing that, it was like I was pushing her away.
Yep.
But as soon as I didn't care no more, I said fuck it. I started going out when I wanted to, started doing what I wanted to, doing all. It's like she chasing me now, but I'm gone now. Like I don't even want her no more. Like I'm done. My mind was gone. But now she like I'm going out. Like I'm riding with my boys. I'm doing what I want to do now. And then she like, what you doing? Where you going? Dun, 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 dun. I'm like, bro, like when I was trying to make you happy, like you act like you ain't give a fuck. But now I'm doing what I want to do to make me happy because I ain't feel like myself no more. So I'm trying to get back to being myself. Now you all in my ass. Like, but it was too late. Like I didn't want her no more. So I was you right. It's crazy, man. It's crazy how women is. It's like if you don't care about them, they love you. But soon as you act like you care about them, they be all in like they be gone. They be trying to go somewhere else.
Yep, because it
I
goes back
I
to
don't get
her.
it, but I don't care no more. I don't care no more. I don't give a fuck no more. I'm sorry. I mean, I don't care no more.
It goes back to her wanting the man to be in charge. That's what it
Oh
really is.
shit, man, I can't hear you.
Oh, you want mute again? Hey, Emerald Native, man,
Damn,
we're
what is
waiting on
wrong
you,
with this
Emerald Native.
thing?
No, I'm just letting them. I'm letting them. You know what I'm saying? Say what they need to say. My situation is a little different. I probably care too much because she gave me her virginity. So, but I was smart about the whole situation because thankfully I came across Tazadoc like late 2023, and so I didn't end up getting married in the system, but yeah, some stuff had just happened, and we ended up having to move to my mom's, and yeah, I'm going through it too. But she left about like 2 months ago. She been gone, and I didn't talk to her for like 3 weeks, and then she called me, and then I answered, and then it was like I just forgave her. Like I was like, you ain't gotta say nothing. Like let's just move forward. And
Hey, Beam, do you agree with that right there, Beam? How he just forgave her, telling she didn't have to.
Hell no. I am
And why not?
flabbergasted. What?
Hey, tell him why not, Beam, because I
Who are
utterly
we?
disagree with that.
This is not the same dude.
Same dude.
Emerald Native?
Muay Thai fighter, Emerald Native.
No way, bro.
no, but
Dang,
okay, look, you
I
got
need to
y'all gotta
punch
let
you
me
in the
finish.
chest, dog.
Y'all gotta let me finish. Cause
All right, all
I
right.
feel like I've been doing good, but I did have some weak moments because of like what I said earlier. I think I just care too much because of that. Because I feel like if she messed with another dude, like I'll really be done. And like, but I don't want to be in a relationship with somebody that don't respect me. And I know like, cause I've
Forgive
done
me.
this shit.
Forgive me, Art. With all the love that I have in me for you, are you telling me you didn't want to know because you would be done?
No,
You did
like
not want to know if she did mess with somebody else because you know you'd be done. Did I hear you correctly?
I was
Yes.
saying like if I found out or if she did end up doing that, then yeah, I'll be done.
But why wouldn't you
That
want
was
to,
that.
given that she disappeared on you like that? Like
Well, I mean, she went back to her parents' house and like
you're
I'm
not listening to
the
what
one who
you ain't answering
dropped her
my
back to the
question now.
airport.
Why would you not want
All
to be
right.
done if she submitted to another man?
Oh no, she ain't. She didn't. I don't think she did.
That is not
I don't.
answering my question. Am I crazy? JB, am I tripping?
Nah, you ain't tripping. Cause mine disappeared for a little bit, and I told her ass I'm done with her.
All right.
That was it for me. I don't do that.
So maybe I misunderstood you. I thought I heard you say that you did not want to know because then you would definitely be done. Something to that effect. So I'm just making sure before I provide this counsel for you, man. Because
Nah,
what?
it's she. She definitely didn't like. I
Stop
don't
speaking
know,
for her. I'm not
but
asking about her. I'm asking about you. You just
well, yeah,
said you
that's like
said
I
that.
would be done. Like that would turn me off. That would turn me off for sure. Like
But you
Hey,
said
listen,
you
I
didn't want to
wouldn't want to
know
know.
though. That's
And
crazy.
I've been consistent. I've been consistent with that. I wouldn't want to know with her because it's just I don't know. I
because
Okay,
he doesn't
it's a
want to
okay.
lot.
feel that pain, but I'm
It's
gonna hit
I
you
already
over
been
got
a
you.
lot.
something.
Okay, okay. I heard you
Because he
right.
didn't wasn't
Yeah.
feel that pain, but I'm gonna hit you over something. It's summertime, and a lot of women break up with you dudes in the summer, so she could go out and play, then come back in the winter and lay up on you again, because you a sucker for love.
Huh? Huh?
Facts.
And if you
Huh? Is
thinking
that
like
what?
that already, she probably already did something. She already probably been with somebody. If you feeling like that, bro, it's already gone. And then like Taz was saying earlier, you just testing the waters at this point.
The fact that you told her don't say nothing, let's just move forward. You gave her a pass. You can't do that. Like JB said, she just testing orders. It's going to happen again. And you are going to get got in a much worse way. Like for you to say that you don't want to know, I get you don't want to, you need to go through the pain now. Because you wait
That's
10,
one there.
12 and a half years like I did, you are going to want to off your dang on self.
My voice,
And
did I go
everybody
out?
else
I
too.
still hear
Nah, man.
y'all?
Like we can hear you.
Uh, yeah, that's a rough one there. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't.
I'm
So I'm not
a
the type to be jumping to conclusions. Like I'm, if she did, I would know when I see her. Like
One one
Brother, it's
one
not
thing you
about
said,
her though. It's not about her. It's you.
right.
You
One
have
thing
to
you
already
said,
have your mind made up. Salah, go ahead. Go ahead. My bad, Jay.
one
like
thing he
that's what
said
I'm
is
saying.
he said he want to be respected. Bro, that ain't respect, bro. I'm gonna tell you that right up. I'm gonna tell you right up front. That ain't respect.
Yeah, once she broke out and that conversation wasn't had that she was leaving and she just took off and she stayed away. I mean, we don't argue and leave out the house. No, we're gonna deal with whatever situation we got to in the house or however you feel. I don't know why you feel you need to get away, but if you go ahead and get away from what we got going on, then this is dead. Period. You know, that's how that go with me. I mean, I don't know what the reason she is saying that she left for and she had to get away. No, we don't do that. If we together, we together. You know, until we leave out this house and don't come back, we together. But no, you ain't gonna just break out and you ain't gonna just break out and everything is suspense.
And,
For me, it's time to move on.
and I tell you. So I used to be the dude on the other side. That's why with a lot of shit my ex used to do, I wasn't stupid to it. I wasn't blind to it because I used to be the dude on the other side. Like I be the one, be done did all that, and then be listening to her, explaining to her dude why she did this, that, and other, whatever, and listening to the dude, believing that shit, eating that shit up.
Yeah.
So I'd never be that dude to be so stupid to be like, if it just sound like she got trying to make up some kind of excuse, whatever, I'd never be that dude to be like, oh, okay, nah, bro. Like if you gonna leave, if you gonna do whatever, I already know what's going on. Point blank, period. Ain't nothing, ain't no reason. Like if you can in your head be like, okay, I'd never do this type thing, whatever, and she do it, she doing something else, man. It ain't nothing, it ain't no excuses for it. Sometimes what we do is our noses be so wide open that we want to believe them when we know it's a fucking lie. I mean, a freaking lie. I don't know if I don't want to get nobody banned or nothing, so I'm trying to not curse. But yeah, if you try to, if they gon' tell you what they want. They gonna test the waters. They gonna tell you something just to see if they can get away with it. They gonna be trying to say, "Oh, I was asleep. I was asleep. You was asleep for all these hours. You was asleep for 12 freaking hours. You couldn't answer your phone, text message. But then every time I'm around you, you always on your phone. Come on, man. Sometimes we just got to make it make sense instead of believing everything they be saying. Because a lot of time, what you think is going on or what be in your head, oh, he gone.
And
Hey,
let me give you a story. Let me give you a little story real quick. I went to the penal system, right? I'm up in the penal system, and I come out from these. My son's mother, she happy. You know, she come pick me up. I call her. She know my schedule. They let me out from Monday to Thursday. Then I gotta go back in and stay to Monday. So she picked me up, driving around. She want to show everybody in town I'm home. You know what I'm saying? You know, getting with me made her feel like a star in Harlem. You know, I'm with Biggs. Now everybody greet her. She's a superstar in the neighborhood and around Harlem. So she, like I said, she know my schedule. She know once she dropped me off on Thursday, I don't come back out till Monday. So she dropped me off, and when I got in there, they had a whole bus outside, a new people coming in, and they ain't have no more beds. So they said, everybody that go to the November board, come to the office. They came to the office and they kicked us out, put us on a 7-0 contract. We don't come in no more. We just come on the 7th day and report. So I said, oh, I'm gonna go and surprise my baby. So I called, she ain't answer. I called, she ain't answer. I called mom's house. She said, yeah. She went to the store. So I shoot down there. I ring the bell. Did she get back? No, she ain't get back. So I said, I'm gonna stand outside. I'm gonna surprise her ass. She think I'm in from Thursday night until Monday. So I keep looking both ways through the projects, see if she coming through the project or see if she coming up 100th Street. I'm standing in the corner looking both ways. And all of a sudden, after a very long time, I see these two figures coming up the block. They walking, slow strolling, hand in hand. Hand swinging too. You know, they got the grip. They swinging. La-di-da, like they skipping through the damn park. I can't really tell if that's her as they get closer because it's nighttime now. It's dark. She get closer and she notices me standing there and I notices her standing there and she dropped his hand. And I said, what the fuck? And she looked and he said, Joe, what y'all talking about? I said, shut the fuck up. Excuse my language. She dropped his hand and took off running. My mama knew what time it was because she took off running and I got behind her. By the time I got to that stairway, because she hit the stairway, by the time I was right on her, hand about to grab her ass. And her mama was standing at the top of the stairs. The point I was making is, yeah, she looked at all lovey-dovey when she picked me up and ride me round. You know, she looked at like it was my girl. You know, she's smiling and smiling and stunting like a loyal woman. The minute I was going back in that joint, shit, out of sight, out of mind. And that's how the story went. Out of sight, out of mind. You know, that's it.
Yeah, man. So, I mean, you picked up on the signs. I'm pretty sure you kind of felt something was weird after some time went by. You looking down both ways of the street, and
Uh-huh.
and we all get that, like that inner, men's tuition, that sensation, man. And I bring that up, and Renee, I do want you to finish, but I'm surprised. I'm very
Hey, Nate,
surprised.
you don't remember I used to tell him, yo, you'll see, you'll see.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I
but
was like,
for me, it's. I mean, it is what it is.
I'm, I,
you
Um,
giving the
I,
game
I
an
really
advantage.
wish, I really wish he had a straight up female to state her position or state the position on female up in here to go back. That would have been.
We had him on here a few times.
Huh?
We had him on here a few times. But it all
Well,
kind of get, yeah. You know what I mean?
is it just
Kind of
cutting up for me, or is it cutting up for everybody?
Now, big as signal is splotchy.
Okay.
yeah, it is. I need to hook up these boosters in this house.
I tell you one thing. Now when I be talking to these females, I can it's almost like they got a fucking script that they all say. Because I can tell exactly what every last one of them gonna say before they even say it. And then I tell them, I say, women all the same. And I can tell you exactly what just about not all of them, but majority of them gonna say the same thing. I'm different. I'm not like the other women. I don't know what women you been talking to, but then I can almost tell them word for word for word for word what they about to say. And I tell them,
I
I'll be like,
got
what happened?
one line that they say, I'm an intentional woman. I need an intentional man.
Yep, the intentional shit. I, it's like you can always tell what like, and it's like they all the freaking same. So because I don't know if I should say it. Fuck it. Because I kind of know how they gonna move and what they gonna say, I can play off that. Like, because they all the same. It's they want to be different. They want to be different from the next woman, but they all be thinking the same thing. It's very rare that you're gonna come across a woman that can 100% agree with you. You know what I'm saying? It's very rare that you're gonna come across a woman that's non-combative, that don't want to argue, that's really soft, that's really sitting in her femininity. You know what I'm saying? It's really rare that you're gonna come across a woman like that. Majority of these women,
Hey,
they all gonna say just about the same thing, move just about the same way. Do like you can call it out. Like once you've seen it so much, you can call it out and you can play off that if you really want to. If you don't
All
get
right.
if you don't
So
care about feelings.
my question will be,
I
okay,
mean,
what
I mean,
happens?
at this point,
You can't hear
I
me.
mean, let's look at what been happening. See, back in the old days, grandma used to do the teaching. Grandma used to do the teaching, and it was sound. Grandma even pop them in their motherfucking mouth. These days, grandma, 20 years old and the grand. The mamas and the grandmas and the daughters all hanging out in the same club these days.
That's true. That's true too. Native, you about to
The
say something?
mama, the mama, the grandma, the
I'm gonna let
mama, the
OG
grandma,
finish.
and the daughter is all on Facebook and TikToking, and the world is different, player. The world is different.
Go ahead, Native.
go ahead, Nate.
All right. So all I was gonna ask was, okay, so what happens when you do come across that girl that's Like the first question I would ask is, have y'all ever been married to a virgin? Because that's my case.
Virgin mind? No.
So you've been married to a like a virgin though.
Oh, no, absolutely not. Not in that area either.
Not married to a virgin.
Well, I
Okay,
can
so
speak
that's
to
my
that
situation.
because he's using that as a catalyst. But I can speak to that.
But it's not. But that's
Yes.
not special if her
Oh,
mindset
It's
is
not
jacked up.
special.
If a woman disappears for 3 weeks, she's operating like a harlot, straight up and down. It don't matter if her body was, you know, haven't been touched. If her mind is already expecting on how she's going to behave and how she's going to act, and it's playing out the way it did with you, that is of no relevance for your situation. In all honesty,
Let me ask you this: did you take her virginity?
yeah.
All right, there she curious. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yep.
Wait, say that
That's,
again.
she's
that
curious.
See, what he's forgetting, man, is every woman was a virgin at some point. You understand what I'm saying? He's too emotionally involved, so he's not think. A man is supposed to think mathematically and rationally, right, with intellectual reasoning. He's not supposed. Many of his thoughts is coming from emotion, so it's not clear right now, right? So he's using the virgin
I
thing.
wouldn't agree with that because
See,
everybody has their own experience. Like
see, that's why you gotta interject. You just validated my point.
I know, but I have an experience where I was raised in a church, right? And my grandma only been with my grandpa.
But your
They
grandpa
got
isn't making your grandma do what she's doing. She's there. The image you saw of your grandma, she is there doing it of her own cognizance, and your woman, or would be your woman, did what she did in the opposite direction of her own cognizance. So what you have to ask yourself is, if grandma did what she did, what would grandpa do? And if you can't answer that, you can't you gotta elevate. You understand what I'm
did
saying?
he say? Did he say that he experienced growing up in the church and he experienced grandma and granddaddy, all that stuff? Did he say that that's what he did experience and that's where he coming from?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
did too. I'm telling you, this is a different world. That don't mean shit these days. That don't mean. Look, let me tell you something. That girl listening to social media. We ain't had social media back then. They ain't had social media back then. They ain't have all computers. They ain't have text messaging. They ain't have all this stuff they got these days. Your girl, and then it was a certain level of respect. Somebody was saying it earlier. You don't talk about your man to the other women. Your girl, I mean, it might be, you might have a good one. You might, have a great one. But all we saying is she already showing certain signs. We all look
I'm not ignoring that. I'm accepting that because
and
that's what I've been going through. Like that's why I've been feeling what I've been feeling, but at the same time, and this is
yeah,
why
because we
because y'all
all
didn't let
went
me
through it, bro.
finish. Y'all didn't let me finish. I've been doing good. Like yeah, I've been feeling it, but like I've been doing the no contact. Like I ain't been talking to her.
Do it and be happy about it though. You got because if you doing it, but then you kind of like look like this, she know what you doing. Like you ain't being true to yourself. You got to go out, be happy, be around some bitches.
I'm
Be
talking to other females. You know what I'm saying?
But look at how you sounding on the line with us, though, man. That's
I know, cause
crazy.
hey, look,
bruh.
Nah, man, you lying to yourself and you lying to us, man.
I'm
Stop.
not lying, bro. I'm not
Yes, man. I am
you got to really just don't give a fuck. You just got to
mindset.
really
You got to be indifferent, totally indifferent. No matter what she decide to do, you still going to do you, and that is not what's coming off of your words at all.
Let me ask you
Yeah,
something.
because we've been
When she
together
call or
for.
text, do you respond?
No, I haven't been.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, you told me you talked to her already. I want to say this,
No,
man.
I told y'all that
See,
already.
yeah. So let me say this. You see how you told JB let me finish, but you interrupted me when I was about to speak on something. That's emotions right there. That's when a man is being led by his emotions, right? You're not even see. I've been through this. You gotta be. It's hard to get one up on me, son. You're going through a lot of feelings and all of that, so you're not thinking clearly. And what we're saying, you're really taking offense to it, even though you're trying not to show it. But that's what it is, because I've been in that stage before and I can see it. And so, hindsight, because this is going to play out, what's going to happen? She's going to call you. You're going to get back with her. You're going to break off it again. And you're going to say, damn, man, I should have listened to them. But it's going to be too late. And you're going to do it at least one or two more times, because I could listen to the tone of your voice that you haven't learned yet. So
He
you're gonna have
already
to.
there.
It's gonna be a hard lesson. You understand what I'm saying? And it's gonna hurt worse in the end than it would have hurt right now. Because, like I said earlier, the strongest negotiating position is to walk away and really mean it. If you walk away, that means your focus can't be on her anymore. It needs to be on you, your purpose, and that's it. If she call, like I told you today on the phone, if she call, unless she's calling about, hey, I messed up, I want to get back together. When she call, answer the phone. Okay, how may I help you? She started talking off the wall, just general conversation, because she's trying to fill you. I gotta go. Nice to hear from you, but I gotta go right now. I'm busy. That's it. Don't talk to him anymore. If she really wants to say something to you, she could send it in a text message. If she really wanted to get back, don't you think she would have said it by now? Let me tell you something, man. The most painful period in a breakup is the first 3 weeks. After that, people goes through a stage that they're about to move on. They start talking to other people. It's about 30 days. This is where those so-called divorce people and these relationship coaches tell you no contact for 30 days. Well, if she's going 30 days and there's been no contact, or what women are do, women contact you to fill you out. And if you're talking okay, that's giving her a break from the pain, because she knows she could get back with you. So now she's not feeling it like you are. Meanwhile, like my man's is saying, she might be over there talking to someone else. She's not going to tell you that, because that's how Eve operate. And the next thing I'm going to say is going to be extremely painful. A woman doesn't leave a man until she has another one lined up.
Yep.
Like to understand it, believe it or not. They never leave a relationship until they have something else on the side lined up. Because most women are afraid to be alone. And the ones that be alone, they go around and do a lot of man bashing and tell the younger women why they shouldn't be with men. I digress.
Yep.
Real right there. Scary?
And hear it well, brother.
Matter of fact,
I'll learn my lesson with this one, but because like I said, I didn't did the simp character earlier, especially when I was in university, and yeah, it didn't play out good.
Hey, yo, check this out, man. If I can share this, man, something you told me. Shorty, so he told her from the inception he was into polygamy, right? Like same type of time me and the Beam is doing, right? And I'm not into the whole one woman thing, right? So he believes that was one of the reasons she slid, right? But check out how she called and say, well, I have a girl that I would be, interested in a polygamous relationship with. I told him that's her still trying to take control. Because how she gonna tell you who you should be with? You see what I'm saying? That's a form of control. And men have to be sharp enough to realize when a woman is trying to take control. And if you cater to that, she's knocking you off your center. See, the man has to always be in charge of the relationship, but she starts to lose respect for her. It's kind of like the the man that's taking a woman out and he's saying, "Where do you want to go?" You don't ask her where she want to go. You tell her we're going here. I'm going to pick you
Yep.
up at such and such. You understand what I'm saying?
Yep.
That's leadership. It doesn't seem like it make a difference, but it does.
It do. Matter of fact, what you just said, somebody was just saying it earlier. Like I was talking to this chick a few months ago or whatever, and she done hit me back up or whatever. And then she was like, when we gonna go out again? What she said, hold on. She said it's just 2 days. I promise you. I'm gonna tell you exactly what she said. She said, all right, she said, how you doing? What's good? I said, I'm good. Oh, she said, how you doing? I hope you enjoying your new position. What's your new hours? I said, I make my own hours off weekends. She said, that's great. When I'ma see you? I said, I'm confused. I said, what you want to see me again for? I said, you were complaining. I said, you was complaining. I'm good. She said, what? So did you? Yada yada yada. And then she went down this long list of stuff or whatever. I said, nah, I'm good. I want some. I said, I want sex and I want to be with somebody for real, for real. And then she said, okay, well, it seemed like all you want is sex. I said, all right, we don't want the same thing, so I'm good. And then she said, well, do you want to just be friends or whatever? I said, all right. I said, all right. And then she said, okay. And that was the end of it. I ain't text her
Yo,
back.
when a
I ain't hit her
chick,
back. Nothing.
when
So
a
was
chick,
I?
when a chick put you in a friend zone, is not a good place, right?
But this
It,
is what she said. She said, do you want to be friends that can grow into more or
uh,
not?
nah,
It's cool.
yeah.
I said, all right.
So now she chasing you, and that's how it's supposed to be.
Exactly. I
That's
said,
where you
all right.
wanted at.
She said, okay. And I ain't text her back. Yep.
Hey,
So she,
Emerald, can I ask how
Yeah,
old you are, if you don't mind?
I'll be 27 tomorrow.
Oh man, let me tell you something, player. If I had it to do it all over again, if I could go back to the very beginning, at 27, relationships would not be in my script. At 27, this world got so much more to offer, or better yet, there's so much more to learn, especially nowadays, about not just women, about people, to be getting entangled with them at that age. You just crossing over into adulthood. You got so much to learn. And this day here is a complete different day from 1980s and so forth. It's a complete different day. You know, in the 80s, we still had excuses. We still was living off excuses of these white folks ain't gonna let us do nothing or such and such. This day here, it is so much more to learn, man. So much.
yeah. But
So much more to learn.
I say one thing that's been consistent though through times is a man that don't care. And this, y'all ever heard that saying? If you chase the bag, I mean, if you chase the woman, you lose your mind and the you lose yourself and you lose the money. You chase the bag, the women gonna come. Everything gonna come. Like I don't, bro. Like when I was focused on just doing me, man, that's when life was great. When I tried to focus on this woman, give her everything that I thought a woman should want, that's when I was miserable. Now I'm back out. I'm back out here. Like I don't care. I'm focused on me. I ain't let nobody mess with my money, my time, whatever I want to do, if they can't be on the side of that, get the fuck get bye. That's how I am then. Like you got to fit in my schedule. I ain't doing nothing around your schedule. I don't care. And now they be hitting me up like I had one over here that was trying to stay here for like a whole week. I had to kick her out. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy when you act like you don't care about them and you just want to go ahead and do your own thing with them. They be all over you. But as soon as you start trying to act like you care for them and you want to do this for them, that and whatever, it's like they don't want that. You too soft, you too simple, you too whatever. Man, I'm telling you, do you be happy with you? Get it however you want to get it. And man, I'm telling you, they just gonna be coming to you. Just when you go out, don't even pay. You ever notice, like, if you ever been out, I don't know how y'all operate, but that one that's getting all the attention from all them other dudes, and you look at her, you like, all right, cool. Might walk by, do whatever. She gonna be looking at you like, why he ain't talking to me? She getting all the attention from everybody else, but you ain't showing them no attention like the rest of the dudes is. That she interested in you because you ain't paying her no attention. I don't know if that should be y'all experience, but I had that plenty of times. They come over here, oh, why you ain't say nothing to me? All these other dudes in my face. You could have saved me from them. Da, 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 da. Like, nah, I'm good. I'm chilling. What's up with you? Like, what you got going on? Da, 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 da. I'm like, nothing. I'm chilling, man. Like, what's up? Like, if you ain't talking about nothing, I don't want it. They're like, what you mean? You ain't talking about? Oh, you just want some da 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 da. I'm like, I just want whatever. I'm chilling. And for some reason, they just want to be like, they just want to, I don't know, like, I'm telling them the truth. I'm telling them straight up what I want. I'm telling them, hey, I don't want nothing. I want to get busy. Like, what are you about it or not? And they gon' it's like they play like they want to be the good girl, but they still coming my way. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how to explain it. Maybe one of y'all can help me.
Nah, you explain it just the way it's supposed to play out. You just can't get too involved. Kahan said it perfectly from the beginning. You have to be indifferent. Even if you like them, you can't like them to the point where you lose yourself.
Uh-huh.
A man in love is psychosis.
Psychosis.
It's crazy. And Emerald Native got the bug, man. Don't worry, it's finna come up out of you though. Keep on
in love. He would turn against his friends. He would turn against his moms. He would turn against everybody because that woman blinds him. Well, and then when he wake up, he'd be like, damn, what did I ever see in her? But hey, man, that's a hard lesson right there.
Oh.
It's a hard lesson.
Man, I was married 12 and a half years to one.
Yeah, I heard stories like that. That's why I was like, I'm not about to be like that. Let me get out of there.
I'm telling you. And between the church and the makeshift half marriage counseling, that's the only reason why I stayed in it as long. People in the church and the marriage counselors, but there was nothing really there that there's besides the children, there was nothing there that's really keeping me there. But all the red flags, it was like I was in a state of damn witchcraft. And I ended up staying way too long. And
I only did 3 years, and I feel like I stayed too long.
Yeah, so I was in the service. So she was with me during my early stages when I was in the Marine Corps. Hoorah. Before and after combat. So there are things that kept me attached to a certain degree, but sure, I was thinking about leaving plenty of times. And then, all right, let's go ahead and try this. Let's go ahead and try that. But nah, man. Once woman goes past a certain threshold, there really is no coming back. And all those things about not paying attention to a woman, or a woman disappeared, and then you got the little things where she like doing like little shit tests, so to speak. That's what that's what the Khan calls. That's what it's in his books. They test your masculinity to see if they can get control. And the more control a woman feels like she has over you, the less attracted she is. And it's just in their nature. It is in their nature. Even the so-called good ones, you have to tell them no. You got to have a clear boundary. And they'll even say it nice. You cannot let it go. If you don't do it right then and there, don't let a day go by, because then that's just going to give them more confidence and fuel to do it more over time. And that's really what it was with me. I never really put my foot down until she got me upset. Otherwise, in my mind, I'm like, basically do whatever you want. Just don't jack nothing up. But having that attitude, that being passive until you get to the point where you're getting upset, that ain't it either. You need to hold that line as often as they test it. And that's straight up. As often as they test it, and they'll say something real slick. Oh boy, shut up. Excuse me? Like, and it'll be nice. It'll be high pitch. Like, what? Like little. I mean, it could be something as simple as that. It ain't even got the way they joke. You have to pay attention and build your little, your method of deductive reasoning, and deal with everything. I'm gonna tell you now, I ain't letting nothing go.
Yep, me too. Me
I ain't letting nothing go at all.
That's how they get you. They start off real with the little shit, and then they build up to it, because they try to get you. Once they know they got you, and they know your nose wide open, then that's when everything else out the window. They gonna be nice and loving and catering and doing all this stuff, and they gonna be testing you and testing you and testing you. And then once they know they got you, that's when everything go out the window. And then you sitting there like, dang, what you gonna think is you? You gonna be like, dang, what am I not doing right? Like, dang, let me make her happy. What can I do to make her happy? What can I do to change? What can I do? And then the whole time, it's just part of the process. It's just part of their plan, man. I learned this, man. And then it's crazy, because if you like once you leave, old girl, and you really get out here, you start talking to the rest of these women, you gonna find out that all of them the same. It is crazy. It's crazy. Majority of them the same freaking way. And you can almost call everything they gonna say. I wish, matter of fact, I wish we had one on here right now. I tell you, I could text or put it in the chat what she gonna say before she even said it.
Oh man. Yep. Hey, tell them, Beam, how they be acting when they come on here. Yeah, man.
They gonna disagree with everything we saying right now. They gonna, and then they when they give their examples, it's their personal experience. Well, I never did. You proving my point right now, but I never did this.
Yep.
They want to be so different. They want to, and this is what I tell them. I say, you know the difference between a dog and cat, right? They be like, yeah. I say it's the same thing with women. Cats got certain characteristics for you to know that's a cat, right? Women got certain characteristics to know that's a woman. Y'all all the same in certain ways. You might have a different personality in here and there, but y'all all the same. Well, not I don't agree with that. We can agree to disagree. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's their favorite one right there.
See?
I was like, well, I'm not really disagreeing with anything, really. and and the Kahan, man, the Kahan be breaking them down so dang on like a shotgun. Because the more you ask them questions about their own logic, they'll end up trying to backpedal and try to make it seem like it's something else. I mean, that's a woman. You know what I'm saying? They're made to be led, and even the ones that think they don't, they love it, and they end up coming back. Oh, you mean,
Yep.
oh, you chauvinist, but you coming back on every time. That's just the way that they're trying to manipulate into control. And the less they can, the more attractive they are. You just cannot lose your head.
I be telling them, like, well, if I'm such an asshole, oh, you an asshole, JB, you an asshole. Well, if I'm such an asshole, why you still talking to me? Get the fuck on. Oh, why you ain't got to talk to me like that?
Hey, you know something? I mean, I don't think they try to manipulate and control. For me, I just think they just don't know. They just don't know. That's
Bigger. That's a mistake. Because these
what.
old ones, they know.
Oh no, no, I ain't talking. I ain't talking about the old hounds that's set in their ways. I ain't talking about them. I'm saying because the old hounds that's set in their way, they dumb it down to fit in with the new ones, and they got a little bit more knowledge. So they looking at the scene and manipulating the scene. I'm talking about the virgin mind.
Ain't none of them out there, man. Ain't none of them out there unless they in middle
I tell you,
school. Ain't none of them out there.
I tell you
What?
what is out there though.
There's no
Not
virgin minds
true.
out there.
No,
Y'all,
it ain't no virgin minds, but nowadays, you
Yes,
know what I'm
yes it
seeing?
is. Yes it is. Yes it is.
It's
When
the
I say
it's
when
the
I say virgin minds, I say virgins to true knowledge. I
oh
ain't
I see
talking about I ain't talking about virgins to all this hippla going on out here, this internet wave and all of that stuff. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about true knowledge, true way of life. You know what I'm saying? Back from what and when I say grandma, my grandma from the 40s, 30s, 20s. That's my grandma. I'm talking
I'm
about
about to
that.
say you got a whole bunch of born again virgins. I tell you that much. Talking about something they
Yep.
wait until marriage. I be like, man, miss me with that. I get on as soon as they start talking like that. There's so many born again virgins. I'm like, how you
Hey,
got
yo,
15 kids?
he just hit you with that Israelite line, B.
For real.
But born again vaginas. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I be like, how you got 5 kids and have been married twice? Now you talking about something you gonna save yourself till marriage, your next marriage? Bye. Bye. I ain't about to play them games with you.
Next.
And then they all in they 40s or late 30s. And like, what you I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. This junk, this new age junk is different, boy.
See,
It's
that's what I'm talking about right there. This new age stuff. I mean, when you got see when it come down to me, I was running around the streets in the 70s. You know, it's a different ball game. I was running the streets in the 70s. You know, I walked into the 80s in the streets, getting money. You know, so the grandmas the grandmas and the woman from that I knew from back then, it's a whole total different caliber of woman.
Yeah,
Whole
you
to,
spot on with that.
whole
well,
different
now
caliber of woman.
I'm on some new age shit. I mean, I'm on some new age junk too now. I'm gonna have one that cook. I'm gonna have one that I'm breaking back. I'm gonna have one that fold my clothes, clean my house. I'm gonna have one for every situation. When I get tired of one, I tell the other one come over. I'm getting back on my old me, man. I'm back to it now. Hey, that's crazy part too. I told my ex, I said, don't make me go back to the monster I was. I said, you don't know who you married. You do not know who you married. I said, if this don't work out, I'm going back to me. Now I'm out here. I'm out here. So I hope. I'm sorry for some of these little simp dudes, man, because I'm going back to my old way. Yep.
Yeah, you just can't lose yourself, man. I mean,
You
once
can't.
you learn them hard lessons and all of that, you know, Khan he put it. I mean, he already put it out there. A woman's made to receive a man physically, you know, mentally and really spiritually. You know what I'm saying? So they go through all different types of cycles of, you know, like of their hormones on a monthly basis, and some of them like to use that as an excuse, but really, you know, a woman that's really in tune with herself would utilize that to her advantage and be like, okay, like let me get some kind of, you know, help and guidance. Let me make sure I'm thinking about this right. But it's just, you know, it's in them. You know, the act of marriage is a institution that was, you know, put in place in the scriptures. And the very first, you know, woman, Eve, wanting to be like the Most High, like the man, you know, that's how the fall of man took place. I mean, it literally says that the woman's going to desire to take the husband's place or the man's place, and he's still going to rule over her. So it's going to happen. Just look out for it. Govern yourself appropriately. And I mean, that's pretty much it. And a woman that's clicking on all cylinders, just wait. Just wait. It's just a matter of time before a test comes, and you can't let that thing go.
But I love her, dog.
And ask them when they say they want to get married, ask them why they want to get married. And watch. Listen to their reasons on why they want to get married.
They want a title, is all it come down to.
Bro, that's it. Just listen to the reasons. That not now one of them gonna say, oh, because I want to be in love with the man that I'm with. Not one. They gonna always say, oh, because I want to be in a nice house. I want to put our income together. I want to do this. None of them gonna say they in it for the actual man. They gonna say, basically, they want the finances, they want the roof over their head, they want all these other things that don't have nothing to do with a real marriage.
Oh, and they want to flex on other hoes.
Yep, that too. Yep.
Flex on other hoes. Yep.
Cause some of them want a 10K plus rock. Just ask. Why you want to get married?
Man,
they're gonna tell you, I want to get married and I want this. Be like, why? Just say why. They're gonna feel offended. What you mean?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Hey, man.
You can't beat yourself, man.
It's a hard lesson, man. It's a hard lesson.
It's tough, man. I went to a real dark place.
Me too.
I got for about what 92,000 plus and other things, and you know, done took my credit through the dang on ringer, slandered my character, and you know, creating a narrative, you know, with mutual friends and family. Got people looking at me crazy and this and that, and then at the end of it, everybody had to take their foot out their mouth. You know, but my part, I tell you, my part is not moving from a position of power, being ignorant. That whole, I love her, that whole, but you know, I'm gonna stay for the kids. No, because you're gonna teach your sons and daughters putting up with crap that you shouldn't be, teach them the wrong way on how a relationship should be conducted. So anytime, you know, a man stands up, you know, for himself and show himself to be a man, you know, don't let yourself be, control outside of your own principles. You know what I'm saying? And move appropriately. Move appropriately.
I ain't gonna lie,
Don't be
man. Like,
ignorant. This
my bad.
willful ignorance is what would tear up the majority of us out there. What was that, JB?
Now I was gonna say if it wasn't for men like y'all, like you and Taz and everybody else that have been through it, bro, I'd be lost. But I say my brothers, man, kept me alive, man, because I thought it was something that I ain't never been through before. So I thought I was alone. But then once I found out that this is something that all women do, majority of women do, and a lot of men have been through it, and then majority of the time, like they done went through it 2 or 3 times. I'm like, oh, this shit, it can't be me. Like, oh,
Yeah.
man. And then it's the same story. It's the same. I'm telling you, that's why I'm telling you, Native. Listen, my boy, it's the same thing. If you don't want to listen to nobody in this room, I guarantee you it's gonna be 1,000 other men that went through the same exact thing. People making money off of this situation,
Yep.
off this jump. They got because they came to me talking about something. Hey, you want me to show you how to rebuild your marriage, how to be a man? Just act like you don't care, and your wife gonna come back to you. Just pay me $4,000, and I'll show you how to do it. I'm telling you, man, people making money off the same jump because it's so common.
I hear you. All right.
Promise you. It's the same stuff, man, over and over. We done all seen it. And once you realize that, cause I'd have been there, man. I'd be like, ain't no way she love me. Man, and it still ended up. It's nothing you can do to stop it. It ain't nothing you can do to change the situation. It ain't nothing you can do except be yourself and don't care, man. Just whatever, man. Just you can't give it too much. Cause if you do, it'll ruin you. They're gonna take you for everything you got, and then you're gonna be looking like, dang, I could have been a multi-millionaire if I hadn't tried to make this woman so happy. If I would have stayed focused and stayed on the plan, I would have been in a whole different place. But because you done gave this woman the time of day and didn't stay focused, you'd be in a messed up situation.
Hey,
Rebuilding
hey,
life.
look, Native. Let me tell you, plain and simple. Like I said, if I had to
Yeah,
do
the
it all
main
over
thing is
again,
just to protect yourself, and that's why I
if,
said I'm glad I came across um Tazadoc's channel back in 2023, because I've been learning a lot about these contracts and stuff and how to move in this system and protect yourself and to not get married in the system. Um, so but like, everybody's not finna be alone. Like, it's not good for you to be alone. So when you are dealing with these women, just protect yourself.
and how do you do that?
Yeah, because whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen, but
And
you
how do you
can't
protect
give up on
yourself?
women. Like,
I don't think Emerald can hear us.
I can hear you
Emerald,
out.
Oh, okay. Yeah, bigger asking you a question.
Oh, I don't
how
think
do,
I could hear him.
how do
Okay,
you
he's
protect
asking.
yourself?
Yeah,
Yeah, he
he's saying, how
can't.
do you protect yourself, Emerald Native?
Um, the first thing is to not get married in the system. To make a private contract between you and your Eves. That is very specific, as stated earlier, and make sure that the contract favors you and that you know she pretty much doesn't get to just take everything from you, like what would happen if you get a marriage license and then get married in the system. Like, you can have a relationship, you know with multiple women, without that marriage contract and still have a marriage, because sex constitutes marriage. So
All right, y'all tell him what I said. He can't hear me. There's still
that's
a
what I
point.
had with my rib.
There's still
We
a
were
point
married.
before.
Like, she met my whole family. We were together for like 3 years.
There's still a point before
Like,
marriage
when
that
everything
you
went
can lose.
down,
That you
I
can
didn't
lose
lose
yourself.
anything. Like, I'm not on child support. I don't have any kids. I don't gotta pay no money. Like, I'm good. I'm protected. So I did lose time and money. If like, but it seems like a lot of people that are on this channel, they be going through a lot of like worse life experiences, because they get married in the system, and then
You don't have to be married to go through this, but the marriage makes it worse for a man. See, this is the thing, man. I'm gonna have to keep it real with you because you're my man. But if we don't want to hear a particular situation, we will create a facade and make things appear to be a way that they're not really, right? An appearance is not real, right? An appearance is just that. It's an appearance, but it's not necessarily the truth. A thing could appear to be a certain way, but it's not really like that. But when you look behind the facade, we see the real picture, right? So a lot of men, and this is the problem, and this is why a lot of men can't move forward. And this is why I don't know if you dudes know, I know the beam now. We had two dudes that used to come on this channel that off themselves. My man
Oh wow.
Stefan in Queens, in Springfield Garden, Queens, he offed himself. You know what I mean? He found out the chick was with someone else. Then one day he trying, it was his weekend to see his daughter. She was like, I don't want to see you. I want to go with my stepdad. Boom, he offed himself. Went in his dome, went in his car, offed himself. You see what I'm saying? When me and Kadar got the call, I didn't even want to say, nah, this can't be real. Because he used to be talking wild tough. You understand what I'm saying? But to think that this dude offed himself, and then it was Marty Ma out in California. He was a gangster from the streets of Cali, man. An OG. You know what I mean? Former gang member. His ex-wife, he told me, yo, the devil wears size 5. He's talking about his wife. She took him through the ringer. However, he took 2 of his cribs, was coming for the 3rd one. Now, check this out right here. This man, he believed in her his entire life. He married her young. Now, he done raised 2 children by her. He didn't find out until about 2 years before he died that the children wasn't even his. He had them in his will and everything. And both of the children was 12. Yeah, I mean, they was 5-0. You see what I'm saying? And so in the end, they kept trying to persuade him when he found this out. Now, guess who she was messing with? He was out working. While he was out working, she got pregnant by a minor. She got pregnant by a dude that was a minor at the time, and she was in her 30s. That's nasty work right there. That's nasty work. And he used to talk about it all of the time. Then one day I got the call, Marty just offed himself with a 357 Magnum, a shot to the dome, brain matter all over the wall. I'm like, yo, this is crazy right here. I mean, it's never that bad. You know what I mean? It should never get that bad, man. See, that's what happens when you start putting people above yourself.
Yep.
And this is what I'm going to say to old dudes, man. If someone really cares about you, she's not going to leave you, especially if you're not being abusive or nothing to her. If she leaves you, she knows it's going to hurt you. So she's intentionally doing that. And if you keep it all the way funky, and you know some of the stuff that she did was done intentionally. So we can't overlook that. But as men, we make that mistake. We want to give her a pass. And when you give her a pass, you're giving her power, but you're also giving her the ability to be able to do that again. Because now what you putting in her mind is, oh, I could do this and whatever. Because it's always a test. A woman will always be testing you. And I'm going to tell you, the more she's into you, the less she tests you. When a woman starts testing you more and more, is because her level of attraction has gone down. And if you fail those tests, you're slowly pushing her into the arms of someone else. You got to stand on your manhood, man.
Yep.
Most dudes don't know how to do that because they never been real men. And then when real men talk to them, they get in their emotions. You know why? Because they was raised by a broad. So that's the only thing they know. They're going to what they know. So sometimes it takes years, and they be like, you know what, that dude Taz was right. I mean, you know how many times I heard that? And I told my brother that. He come back, yeah, man, you was right, man. F that B. I say, yeah, I don't want to be right. Yeah, I was trying to save you. You know what I mean? Then you don't lost your crib. You don't lost thousands of dollars. You ain't see, he ain't see his daughters for 6 years because she had a restraining order against him that wasn't even real. He get back around his daughter. One of them is into that alternative thing because she saw her mom's getting busy in the shower with another woman. You dig what I'm saying? I'm like, whoa. You know what I mean? Now, when she crossed over, she like, here, take her. I can't raise her. Found out she was making her sleep outside because they was getting, yeah, I mean, they was arguing so much, and now she want to send him to my brother. And guess what? He's back talking to her. Now she gonna finish him off. I said, man, how can you talk to this woman? He had a job as a GS-15. He done 8 years in the military. Then he became a DA civilian. He went all the way up to GS-15. She tried to get his clearance taken away so he could get fired. So she fabricated a story that he punched his daughter in the face in Walmart. They took him in on that. So now he had to fight for a year and a half so they wouldn't take his clearance. How you gonna go back to somewhere like that, man? But that's what I'm talking about, is psychosis. Yeah, go ahead, B.
Dude, that is what? You saying going back to that? That's like a dog going back to their vomit for real.
Yeah. That's what it is, man.
Hey, Taz, you ever heard of Clubhouse?
Yeah. I heard of that. Yeah.
You should make a room on Clubhouse.
Yeah. They told me that years ago.
Hey,
Remember that, B? They used to be talking about that Clubhouse joint.
Yeah, you should do Clubhouse.
Hey, yo, Melamated Maurice is on here. Yo, where you been, man? You ain't been responding to your phone or nothing, man. I thought you was dead, kid. Melamated Maurice, my man from Tennessee, is on here, man. Yeah, I hear you, JB. So, me, I be trying to talk to dudes because I know men be really going through it. And the mistake that men make, when they be hurting, they isolate themselves. When a woman breaks up, she got all her girlfriends. She go to them. Everybody try and save her. Girl, you need anything? Then you got these dudes that be on simp time that be trying to save her. You see what I'm saying? Because, I mean, there's unlike us, there's always going to be some dude. I don't care what she look like. She could weigh 460. There's always some dude. What they call that? BBW, big beautiful woman. You understand what I'm talking about? So there's always some dude out there, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was gonna tell him that, but I ain't wanna sound too mean.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was gonna tell him, I was gonna say, always keeping your head in the back of your brain that it's another dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's always gonna be another dude. So, but I ain't wanna, because I know he probably, still care a lot about the young lady or whatever. But my mentality, the way I am there, I'm like, even if he liked me, a whole lot, doing all kind of stuff for me, I'm like, it's you got that best friend, you got somebody that she got on the side. Because when she get tired of your ass, she going straight to him. She gonna be fucking, she gonna do, so that's why, and then it keep you in the mindset of like, yeah, I don't care about her, because they can get another one easy. They got them lined up.
especially
Soon
with
as you,
social media, man.
yep. Yep. As soon as you mess up, and then I just saw a video of this girl. Somebody sent me a video of this girl getting smashed while she talking to a dude on the phone. And he like, hey, what's that sound in the background? Nigga, you know what she doing.
Yeah, I can't
So
hold you
like,
before. I can't hold you, man. I done that before, man. When I was in
me
the
too.
military, man. I felt bad. I was like, yo, I gotta leave. I was banging this chick out. She was in the Air Force. I was in the Army. She's from DC. Son was calling for Korea. She didn't tell me she was married, right? So it really wasn't on me. I met her at the NCL club. I went to a crib. So I'm banging her out. The phone ringing and ringing. I'm like, yo, you want to get that? She's like, no, I don't want. So I'm like, nah, get that. It's like 3 a.m. in the morning. It must be important. So some dude on the phone, I love you. And she said, I love you. I said, yeah, I got to go. I can't. I'm like, yo, who that? When she got off the phone. She's like, oh, that's my. So how come you ain't tell me you was married?
You good, because I ain't kill. I don't know. That so sometimes I be like, maybe that was karma for me, but I ain't kill. I ain't kill. I was terrible.
Hey, look, that joint ain't got no motherfucking age or no monetary value, man. That shit happens to motherfuckers with millions, player.
Yep. And I just feel like, well, I'm back in this mindset. Like I feel like if it ain't me, if she ain't doing it with somebody else, I mean with somebody else, well, it's gonna be somebody she gonna be doing it with. So shit, might as well be me.
So this is what men have to learn, and I'll say this, and women be like, I'll never be with a dude like that, and that's be the one that I be have doing yoga positions. You dig?
Yep.
You understand? But you have to always have more than one because competition keeps the other one in check.
Yep.
You understand what I'm saying? Competition. That's why when you ain't have no one, it always seems like none of them want to talk to you. But when you got somebody, they be chasing you because it's a competitive thing with them, man. It's part of their psyche. You understand? But when you start getting emotionally involved, yo, man, that's a dangerous place to be in, man. That's a dangerous place to be in. You start saying, hey, KRS trying to tell you all back in the day, you fall in love with your car. You understand what I'm saying? You know, that's my man. That's my goal. Love's going to get you. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what happens, man. When you start being possessive, like that's mine, that's a dangerous place to be in, son. It's not yours. It was just your turn, son. You understand?
Yep.
It was just your turn.
I like that.
That's a fact, though. It was just your turn. Because she ain't no virgin. She might have a born-again vagina. You know what I mean? She repackage it. Don't go have sex for a few months. It's born again. Hey, I'm a virgin. No, you're not. Don't you know they had, I read this article about women in Saudi Arabia was going to places in Europe to get their hymen stitched back on. Because over there, they got to be virgins when they get married. It was no real talk. They was paying for operations to get their hymen stitched back on. So when they had sex with the man, he could think that she was a virgin.
Yep, I heard about
She's a
that.
wild world right here.
That's nasty.
And you wouldn't believe the things these women be going through just to find a husband, but then still be doing some of the stuff they be doing, man. Like it's sick out here, man. These women they go above and beyond to make you think like they the perfect wife and the perfect woman and all that stuff, man. Like the stuff I be hearing, like when they be talking to me now, and they be trying to explain to me the type like what happened with their ex and whatever. I be like, yeah, right. Let me hear his story. Let me hear his side of the story.
Yep.
I be like,
And
okay, all right, I hear you. Let me
and
hear
this
his
is something
side.
you got to remember, Emerald Native. A woman's more attracted to a man whose feelings are unclear. She never needs to know how you totally feel. You always have to be mysterious because a woman loves a chase. Dudes don't want to accept that, but that's just the way it is. They love that honeymoon thing. They love that chase, man. When you put everything readily available, watch she start to change on it. You getting her everything because she ain't got nothing, no mystery. You got to keep that mystery there. It's
Yep.
just the way it is.
I was gonna say that too. So like when they ask you certain questions, like one of the ones they love to try to put on you is, "Oh, I know you got plenty women." Don't say yes. Don't say no. Just be like, "Man, this is what I do." I'll be like, "I'm chilling." What do that mean? What that mean? I'm chilling. I'm chilling. It is what it is. What you talking about? You got a lot of women, huh? Nah. Maybe, maybe not. You know what I'm saying? Don't give in to them. They gonna be like, oh well,
Fact.
I ain't gonna talk to you. They gonna try all things. I'm like, all right,
Fact.
well, that's on you if you hang up. That's
Fact
on
right
you.
there.
I'm saying, so why you don't answer them?
Because that keeps
Because
the mystery alive. And that's what they want. They love
yep.
the chase. You know what I say to that? When he just said what I usually tell them, there's always one for one more. There's always room for one more with a big smile. So she don't know if that's real, but
Yep.
they jacking that. I'm telling you.
They love it. They love it.
Yep.
I'm telling you, man. Like if they come over or whatever, they come over, they be like, "Oh, what woman you done had in this bed?" I be like, "Don't worry about that. Just know you about to get in it now." They, I promise you, they be loving it. Cause guess what? They still be. They still get it in that bed, that same bed. They don't.
Yes, that
They
competition.
Yeah, exact. That's what he was saying earlier. They love that competition. But if you be like, no, I ain't mess with nobody. I ain't da 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 da. And then they ask you, when the last time you had sex? They always ask that. When the last time you had sex? I'd be like, oh, I can't even remember. But you done had it that much? You be doing it like that? Like, nah, I'm just saying. I can't recall. I can't remember.
So I ain't
Yeah,
never got none of them questions, man. I ain't never got none of them questions
You know, you're in a
ever.
different era.
yeah.
Nah, they still asking, man. I mean, that may not necessarily be like in that, you know what I mean? They might put it like you're a playboy or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, it may not be specifically how he said it, but he got him. You know what I mean?
Oh no,
I done
no,
heard it.
no,
I
no,
done heard it
no.
all.
I mean, they ain't asked them questions because they seen it. They seen it. You know what I'm saying? Shit, they seen it. I mean, I had that attitude. Don't ask me no stupid ass questions.
Yep.
That would be why. Shit, I remember my worst enemy in the world. My worst enemy. His motherfucking wife was walking on one side of the car, and I'm on the sidewalk, and she said, when we gonna get together? Shit. I know shit. Jim Jones and Chrissy. Shit, his Chrissy was fucking my brother. She was fucking my brother, and this nigga was holding. Shit, I can't lie to you. Shit, my oldest sister, her husband is filthy rich. Shit, I watched my sister, and I done watched her ass cheat like a motherfucker. I done watched her cheat like I don't know what.
The women love toxic. I don't care how much. This what I learned. You cannot listen to a woman. A woman don't even know what she wants. So you cannot listen to a woman telling you what she wants.
It's a fact.
Because she don't even know what the hell she wants. You got to show her
No,
what she
they
wants.
yeah, that's the mystery puzzling thing right there in itself. You know you got to show her what she want. She knows she don't know what the fuck she want. but they goddamn is closed these days. They is
Because they
closed
don't
these
know
days, man.
they gonna tell you they want this, they want that, they want this, and if you try to give it to them, then they just they gonna want even more because that ain't what they want. But when you just hey, we going this way we going, but I don't know. That's fine. We still gonna go there. This is what we eating today. Uh, oh my God, JB, you just you so mean and but then they be right there. They'll pick something off the menu and they'll be happy. They'll shut up and they'll be happy. They'll be good. You tell them, okay, we ain't going. I want to go out. No, we ain't going out tonight. Like I mean, with some of the stuff, I don't be like ooh asshole sometimes. Like sometimes I be joking with it. I tell them, oh nah, we ain't going out tonight. I'm gonna take it. We going to the bedroom, And then they be like, I want to go out. Da, da, da. And then they try to make a little fake argument. And then you go up there, and you just do what you want, right? And they go with it. They be loving it. They love that aggressive asshole shit, man. They love it. I don't. I don't understand it. I don't know why. All I know is it make me happy, so I don't
It's
care.
because it's masculinity. That's what they
Yeah.
like. And the more feminine she are, the more she's gonna like that.
Yep. And then somebody was saying it too earlier. Like the lawyers and the doctors and the physician's assistants, the nurses, all them ones that be in these positions, whatever, they be like, oh, ain't no man ever talked to me like that before. Ain't no man ever and then you see like they lower their guard and they start being more soft and stuff or whatever. Like when you like just don't like, I don't know, man. The last woman I talked to, you know what she told me? She said, you know why you single? This ain't why. This ain't why. It's just because she don't know. She don't know what she don't know. But she said, I know why you single. I said, why I'm single? She said, because you a real man. And these women today, they don't know how to react to a man like you. She said, you real aggressive and you know what you want. But these dudes these days, they real soft. And most women used to that. They ain't used to the type of man you is. I said, oh, I ain't never heard that before. But I can see it. But it is what it is. Like these dudes these days, man, I ain't gonna lie. I did my little simp thing. Never again. I fell for it. Never again. I lost myself and I felt the weakest. Felt the I felt more broke more than ever. I felt more restricted. I felt never be in that place again. I love doing what I want to do, when I want to do it, how I want to do it, saying what I want to, moving how I want to. And it shows through your confidence and the way you move and stuff. And women see that because what women always say, I love confidence. He can be ugly and I love confidence, right? They can see that when you operate in your own and do what you want to do, say what you want to say, they see that confidence and they love that and they be drawn to you. Like I could be the ugliest dude in the world, and I still have 'em. That's why I went, man, this little chick, what the junk I got going on, I don't even people. Hey, she got another dude. She what she got going on? I don't care. I'm too busy doing me. I don't care what she got going on. Yeah, man.
That's the attitude right there. Supposed to stay with.
Yeah, that
Or
exactly. And
anything worrying about what she doing is detrimental.
exactly. Don't care about that, man. I'm loving life. I'm getting back to it. And I'm loving life right now, man. Man, I'm loving life. I just want to get back to where I used to be. That's why I'm back out here, man. I'm especially on my bike, man, on my bike.
What happens on your bike, Playboy?
They- like the other day, me and my homeboy, we went to Dave and Buster's just go to the bar, right? Then they saw us on our bikes. Oh, I want to ride. I want to ride.
Yeah, I was
So
just
I'm like,
telling Tazadoc I need to take my class so I can get my
boy,
license to ride.
take a class, but I bought me a bike and taught myself. I just hopped on there drinking in 1 week. I was riding on the street. But it's not hard to learn. But man, that they man, when I had my sports bike, I go downtown, they'll just jump on my bike. They'll just jump on it.
Now, hold on. I got to stop you, player. I always advise everybody to take the class.
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah,
I
it's very
always,
informative. Yeah. It's
I
very
always
informative.
advise. Hey, it's better to learn on somebody else's bike than your own.
Let's see.
It's a lot
Yeah,
more.
I had a
It's
little.
a lot cheaper.
Oh, my first bike ever. Guess how long I had it?
How long?
2 weeks. I had a GSXR 1000, 2007. And once I learned how to ride and I
That's a
started
leader
riding, I
bike.
came home, made the mistake of not locking it up, chaining it up. I was in an apartment. So I made the mistake of not chaining it up, came back outside that next morning, gone. Ever since then, I kept it garage. Well, I kept it. I had changed my apartment to a lower apartment to the bottom floor, and then I just rolled it in the house. And then once I got my house, kept made sure I always had a garage. So I kept my bike in the garage, even when I got my Harley. So like I know they harder to steal, but I keep
Shit,
my junk in garage.
shit. They pick that bitch up and go with it.
Yeah, I heard. That's why I still keep it in the garage. Cause I heard Harley out there at Bike Week. Y'all know Bike Week this weekend. I heard Bike Week, they be stealing them like crazy. I'm talking about
Yeah.
Harleys. Like,
Shit, they just motherfucking. They just hemmed up a bunch of Sin City
wow.
members in the bike death ring. I think they knocked off about 8 of them.
Hey, see, that's why I'm like, man, my bike, my bike. Man, I love my bike. I'm gonna get me another road glide too, though.
Yeah. But
Nigga
back to these
always,
women.
I wanna
Them women.
ride. I wanna ride.
Yeah, sit your nasty ass over there on the side somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, I like to ride them. I
Nah,
like to
not me.
ride them on a sports bike.
Get
On
they
that
phone
sports
number.
bike.
I get their phone number, but I don't like riding. I don't like riding people on my bike, especially if they ain't never really rode like that before. They be doing too much, getting scared and trying to, you know what I'm saying? They be doing too much, and I like to
On
enjoy the ride. I can't
nah,
ride
see,
like
all
I
I
want
want
to
to ride
ride when
is
I got somebody on the back, unless they know how to
nah.
ride.
See, if I ride you, I'm fucking you.
Well, I do that
Once that
regardless.
once that
I
vibration
wanted
start
to
hitting
keep
that,
this video up, but Big's gonna get it flagged, man.
You say
It's been
what?
too much derogatory content. I said I wanted to keep this video
oh,
up, but the verbiage that Big is using, I'm probably not gonna be able to keep it up. You know what I
oh,
mean?
my
Because
bad, my bad.
it screws up the algorithm.
Shit, you can't. I mean, excuse me, dog. My mouth is dirty. Can't edit. You can't edit it.
Not live.
Oh, excuse me, people. I'm just an old dirty man.
Nah, man. Moral of the story is, man, just be a man. Stay true to yourself. Whatever your goal is, whatever you trying to do in your life, whatever, stay true to it. And everything else gonna follow. The success gonna follow, the money gonna follow, the women gonna follow. You know, whatever you want is gonna follow. You just gotta stay on your path and stay on your goals. Cause if you start giving in too much to anything outside of that, it'll destroy you. So don't and understand that all women, they always got a backup plan. Even when they tell you they don't, They always got a backup plan. They always got a backup plan.
I don't think they got a backup plan. I just think they got family. See, if you kick them out, they got a couch to sleep on.
They might have a couch to sleep on, but they got something else they're gonna be sitting on too.
That come with ease.
That's what I'm saying.
That come with ease for them.
That's exactly what I'm saying though. And another thing too, when you try to play the game, this is what I noticed. When you try to play the game and you trying to lie to them and you trying to say, oh, this, they done heard it before. They done heard all them little lies and everything else before. When you be real with them and you tell them straight up, they want you even more. And they always this is what they tell me. They be like, I love them. I can say, look, I'm just chilling. I don't really want no girlfriend. I don't want nothing serious right now. I'm just chilling. I just want a little friend that we can do whatever we need to do from time to time, and that's it. They be like, I'm glad you was honest. Thank you for giving me the decision to do what I need to do instead of lying to me and trying to tell me what I want to hear. Now I can decide if I want to talk to you or not. Then I'd be like, well, shoot, what you decide? They're like, because you was honest and I feel like you real or whatever. I'm gonna see what you about. I'm gonna still talk to you later on. They all want the same thing. I'm telling you, man. It's like a script, man. It's all in order. It's like it's like if you know the template, if you know the script, you can get what you want out of these women.
Yo, JB, why is looking like you sitting up in this Chinese massage parlor?
Come out, cuz man. My little background ain't set up yet. This my little jank. This is my little gaming room slash book reading room, my little chill room. And I still got like boxes and junk still everywhere. I'm about to get one of these little junks to come over here and just unpack my boxes. I got one of them. That's the thing too, man. I got one of them to move me in. Then I got one of them to come over here and help unpack. I had one over here cooking. Then I got a whole. I just bought a whole nother load of boxes that's sitting in my garage. I don't feel like unpacking them, so I'm about to get this one chick. I wish she was on here. Like that's the thing. I tell her. I'm gonna get you. You gonna come over here. If she was on here, I tell her you gonna come over here and unpack my boxes, and she'll still do it. Like I don't know. It's like they like being told what to do.
That's what it's supposed to be. That's what it's supposed to be.
And then some people see it as
My,
disrespect,
my
but
bad, Chad. I hope I ain't messed the video up.
Ain't the first time. I mean, it ain't the first time. I mean, if I can't keep it up, I'll download it and upload it on Rumble. Rumble don't care. They're not as strict.
Yeah, I'll be more mindful any other time.
I was trying to do that little background thing like Taz had on his junk earlier. Pop up.
Oh yeah. You just go to the video settings.
I
Put that
did.
there. Yeah. But you gotta have a picture there. You're gonna use one of the default ones or you gotta download one and then put it in your settings. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, man. What time is it? It's at the 11. I gotta get off ahead. I gotta get off and start driving to South Carolina in the morning, man. Wow.
Okay.
Oh, you making that move?
Mm.
Yeah, Swindle said, tell Chaz to call me. I should
You
have
said
tried to plug him in. He just left his lady.
you said North
He said he
Carolina?
left. Huh?
He's at North Carolina or South Carolina?
South.
South Carolina.
Oh yeah, going bike week. Gotcha. Yeah. It's
Yeah,
gonna be
Swindler
raining
hit
though.
me up.
I know that's the thing, man. Yeah, it's gonna be raining, and it's gonna storm Sunday.
Yeah, I heard. It ain't gonna be
Yeah,
fun.
actually, Chad, the first half hour he had hit me after I was on. He turned around and FaceTime me then.
Well, on this call I had.
Yeah, the first half hour he had wound up FaceTiming.
Yeah. The J5 from the Chosen Riders had texted me about the first half album when we was on. Had asked me was I still rolling with them, because I was gonna ride out there with the Chosen Riders. Because you know, all of
You
the
gonna still
icons
ride?
already out there, huh?
I said, you gonna still ride?
I guess. I told him yes. I've been packing my stuff since I've been on here. That's what my picture. I mean, I went off live. I've been packing my bike right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's definitely going to rain. Looks like all 3 days. That's the only thing I'm not looking forward to. And I'm not talking about just rain. I'm talking about thunderstorms. Matter of fact, VP Mac had called me also. Let me see where he wanted. Let me call him back. He probably out there wilding out.
He ain't wilding out. I think well, he might. Nah, he said he not. His wife
VP Mac, what's
his
going
wife
on,
is
man? Y'all getting rain over there, aren't you? Yeah, aren't you getting rain over there? I'm looking at the weather. It's supposed to rain the next 3 days. They're in here. All right. I mean, yeah, I mean it's supposed to be thunderstorms over here, but J5 from the Chosen Riders just asked me, "Well, I still rolling with him?" I told him, "Yeah."
Hey, Chaz, ask Mac who got pulled over.
Hey, Biggest say who got pulled over. So he don't know. Yeah. 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 All right. Yeah, Bigger, what you talking about? Who got pulled over?
I seen tell them all. Yeah, they said a few people got pulled over. A few icons got pulled over, leaving that pool joint.
Oh, he said a few icons got pulled over leaving the pool joint.
So he had to JC had to get somebody down there with the trailer, go pick his shit up. So by the time we did that, we was last one left. Everyone else already left, but it was like, shit, we too fucking deep to ride all at once. We got to go on waves and shit. Icons all over this bitch. Rocky Mountain got so many fucking goddamn icons. I'm like, God damn, they got, I don't know how many goddamn prospects Rocky Mountain got. Yeah.
Hey, yo, when you get back, we want you to meet my man JB from Nasty Dogs. He a good dude, man. Yeah. Me and Big been trying to talk to him. If the dogs come to an end, hey man, you might be able to pass straight over.
Yeah, good shit, man. Yeah, I got him, and I got a couple other people too, man. So yeah, good shit. Yeah, good shit. Yeah, good shit. What's up with your man? What's his name, Matt?
Yeah, I haven't, for whatever reason, since we went to that round robin, he hasn't responded anymore. So I stopped hitting him up. I asked him, yo, you want to roll out to Myrtle Beach with me? He never responded. That was a week ago. Yeah. Yeah, I ain't trying to pull his leg, you know what I mean?
Make sure you call. What time you leaving?
Kicksands up 9 a.m.
Okay. You never let me know your room. Which house you staying in?
Hold on. Your man's text me that. The National Prez. Let me see. Let me check that.
Okay.
Eddie Kane text me that. Hold on a second.
I roll by that motherfucker and go make sure that I'm sure it is, but a lot of people, people here, but a lot of other people coming tomorrow too. Everybody coming to. It's a lot of people here now, but it's still some left to come. Most of them, everybody else coming in tomorrow who really ain't here. So some will come in Friday. Fucking Swindle's here, man. It's just a fucking hilarious, man. He pulled us over on. We was come back on the highway, man. He come pulled up and shit on us and shit. He talking about he turned around and he saw us and chased us down and shit. That motherfucker crazy. Crazy as hell.
Where's his number?
Goddamn Swindle.
It's Swindle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him a call when I get off of this phone. When I get off of this call right here.
Yeah, man, that motherfucker look out for me when I come home. Whenever I go home to Maryland this evening, come on, look out for me, man.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. Yep.
Eddie King, right
look
here.
out for me good.
All right, so it's 817 South Ocean Boulevard. That's where I'm gonna be staying at. 817 South Ocean Boulevard.
Yeah, that's what everybody's saying. What's your house number?
I don't. Let me ask them.
You don't know?
No, I didn't ask them.
Don't worry. I'll see him. I'll find out. I got you.
All
and
right.
when you get here, your shit'll be good. We have your shit. Yeah, you'll be good. All right. Yeah, I'll make sure I get with Kane or JC to find out where you at. Might be in my house. I don't know shit. I'll find out.
Yeah. All right. All right.
All right. What's up, man? Well, be safe, man. Baby, y'all hold it down, man. Shit, we out this motherfucker. We already got down waiting on Florence. They in the house putting their vests on and shit. We could head on to the compound. We're only like 2-3 blocks down the road. They got a little pool there. They got an Airbnb about, like I said, like 3 blocks down the road. We got a little pool with shit in the back, and they got, you know what I'm saying? So they good.
All right.
I've been coming down this motherfucker eating and all kind of shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Ain't nothing happening at the compound, Matt.
See you in the morning, shit. I'll call you, Beth. I'll call you before you leave and shit, cause we link up tomorrow. I think at breakfast we link up at 8 o'clock. We could start laying shit out. That way we can see what all we got. Seasoning.
Oh yeah. For the fish fry.
Shit. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
We want to be on time. We got everything together though today though. We you know what I'm saying, got everything that we didn't have. We got that shit, and we got a little location where we're going to be at and all that. And we're going to have, that shit going to be on point. We're going to make some money, so we'll see how much, you know what I'm saying, see what we do. So, yeah. Y'all about ready? Yeah, but we're going to roll, man. Damn, hold it down, man, and I'll check on you in the morning.
All right. All right.
All right, talk to you later. All right, big, hold it down, brother.
All right. Be safe.
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, y'all do the same. All right, later.
Yeah. VP Mac, a wild dude, man. Yeah, man.
So while I'm over here, another thing.
What's that?
Another thing. Remember how I told y'all all women want to be different, right?
Yeah.
So the other thing is, since they all want to be different, all you got to do is make them feel different. Like they'll fall in your head.
Yeah.
You just make them feel like they different,
Yeah.
or you treat them different, or say something different to them that they feel like say to nobody else or whatever. Man, it's like putty in.
Yeah, that's a fact.
And don't give in to them. Don't when they say something, be like, all right, whatever, and don't give too much. Don't go back and forth with them. Don't be trying to argue with them. Don't, you know what I'm saying? That's that feminine energy. Like, just be like, all right, cool, whatever. and go on about your business. Do what you want to do. Then they're gonna be like, "Are you mad at me?" Nah, well, I ain't mad at you. I don't care. I'll just let you do that rah rah. Tell you, they just sometimes they just want to talk. They just want to feel like they heard.
Yeah.
That's annoying as I don't know what.
What it do
That's a-
be? You just got to know how to, like somebody was saying earlier. Like you just got to know how to tune it out because all of them do it. Well, a lot of them do it. Some of them like shut down. You got to ignore that too. Some of them like to shut down and try to get you to come to them. Ignore that too. You got someone that's gonna be all pop, 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 popping at the mouth, and then you got someone that's gonna just try to shut down on you so you can come over there and ask them, "Baby, you okay? I'm sorry." Da, da, da. You can't give into none of that. Man, I used to say, man, I'm gonna make a school, try to teach, these young dudes, man, how to
Yep.
really operate. 'Cause it's easier than it seems. But I ain't gonna hold you. I know you got stuff to do, and you gotta get up off here. So
Taz ain't doing no. Taz, you gonna get some rest?
Yeah, I'm about to go to sleep, man. Yeah, I gotta go to sleep, man. I gotta get up early and be on that bike, man. Word. I'm about to go to sleep, man. As soon as I get off of him, I'm just about done packing his bike.
You got rain gear?
Yeah, I keep that on the bike at all times. Yeah. Yeah.
and you a Harley or a Indian? What you got? What you ride?
I got I had a street guard, but I switched that out for a Harley Pan American. That's what I mostly ride, but I got an Africa Twin also, a Honda.
Okay.
Those are both adventure bikes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But all right, man. Yo, Emerald Native, hold your head, kid. Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you.
For real, man. Count all the
He's
fucking
trying to walk me
down.
down, man.
Embrace
Man,
the step,
play. It's
Emerald,
gonna be
man.
all right, play. It's
Hey, you know
gonna
what's
be all
crazy
right.
though, man? He got everything in his favor, man. He's
Yeah, he
fit.
do.
He's young. He don't have any
Yeah,
children.
yo, let
He's
me
not
tell
married.
you.
Oh
Yo,
yeah.
I don't. Hey, Emerald, you can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, OG.
Player, listen, man. I'm gonna tell you like this, and this the last word, man. I would give everything to have your youth and your freedom to do it one more time over again. No kids. I had my first, I think I was 20 years old. Player, what you got right now is very valuable. You
I
got a
hear you.
chance, you got a clear start of getting everything right in your life from the get-go. Don't let a chick come fuck that up.
Hey, yo, man, he's supposed to be on some Nino Brown. The world is mine. You dig?
Yep. Yep.
Straight up, player. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I done been through more shit in life. I done been through more examples in life than most men can handle. I'm telling you. This is true words right here. I
Yeah, I
done,
hope
I
I
done
wasn't.
been with, st- I done been with movie stars. I done been there, player. I'm telling you. From the streets to fucking chicks to being rich to being poor to being homeless. I done did it all. You got the main ingredients right now, and only you can fuck it up. I mean, excuse me, Taz. Only you can mess that up, man. Place value on you.
Yep.
Place value on you, man. You don't need that right now. You need to focus on self, and you need to focus on that paper because they making it harder for us to get that paper.
Yeah, I hear you.
And then you know what? When you get all of that paper, and once you got it all stacked up, you got your trust all made up and all of that stuff there, then you can let Eve in. She can't hurt nothing then. She can't touch what you already had.
Yeah, and focus
Yeah.
on them investments, bro.
But you got to protect yourself now before you get married.
Yeah, I did my packet. I did my packet last year.
Yeah, but value your youth, player. Don't let nobody take that from you. Shoot, marriage is at 40. If you're gonna do it. Marriage is at 40 if you're gonna do it, player.
But you ain't got to. I ain't trying to tell you not
Yeah,
to do it.
you ain't got to.
You ain't got to.
You know, we still live on this earth with them. You know what I'm saying? But and nobody want to grow old by themselves, really.
Hey,
You
listen,
know,
man,
so
don't get it twisted. I love women, but I need to be the man. You dig what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
that's the
I just need
bottom
to be
line.
me. I just need to be me.
I need to be the controller.
This ain't no sausage fest over here. Don't get it twisted now, man. I mean, ain't on no Diddy type time. You know what I mean? Ain't on
Nope.
that kind of time, man.
Never.
Hell
Never.
yeah.
Never. Mess around, get your feelings hurt. The worst way.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, if they come with the baby or you shoot them.
No Diddy.
That's facts.
No Diddy. Yeah. But value your youth, player. I'm telling you. Value your youth, man. Once you get out that stage, you can't get it back. All right, fellas, y'all go ahead. Yo, JB, I holler.
Yes, sir.
You know, I got your number. Matter of fact, I give you a holler.
Hit me up. I'm out here.
Your Emerald, you know, stay up, player. And Beam, you still there?
Oh yeah, I'm here.
Yes. You two stay up, player.
All right,
Shots.
I'm
Stay
hollering
sucker
for him, man.
free. All right, Taz, I'll talk to you on the road tomorrow sometime.
All right,
Yeah, be
peace,
safe.
peace, peace.